membership part. And something that you might not have known, there's something called supers on YouTube, right? So, for example, right now we are live streaming, and if you want to drop a super, it means that you can support us, right? By just saying, look, guys, I'm going to give you a good 50 Rand, I'm going to give you a good 60 Rand, whatever amount that you choose to give, you'll be able to do that. So that's called supers, chat supers. So we also get that money, which also allows us to keep the lights open. If a microphone breaks, we need to replace one. And we also bought a soldering machine where we were trying to fix cables ourselves, right? So yeah, this is what the subscription allows you to do. But beyond that, we don't just want it to be a subscription. We're looking at ensuring that this is a movement. Vooka is basically a mindset, right? So as much as Stephen says, look, this is for soldiers, I agree. Soldiers wake up early. Some of the names that we were playing around with yesterday is a Vooka bird, right?
Yeah, yesterday we had quite a lot of names. It was a Vooka bird. And then I won't forget, there was a suggestion we call our Vooka soldiers Voogers. Yeah, there was that one, Voogers. And then there was Vooka also, that's Vooka. And then the first one was Vooker. So that's the difference. But yeah, which one sounds nicer though, man? Vooka soldiers.
I mean, remember we said that some of them will come and go, right? So, for example, if we are approaching Women's Month in August, we can have the Vooka gals, right?
Oh yes.
So it's only for the month of August, right? And I don't know when Father's Day is, but I just know that from my daughter's crèche, we were just supposed to fork out 100 Rand for Father's Day. So we could then have Vooka dads, you know, because these are the dads that ensure that they are there for their kids, their daughters, their sons, the family. So these are Vooka dads. And then we can have Vooka moms, right? But it's more of a, for that time frame, for that period.
Sorry.
But we were looking for a term that is... that will stand the test of time. So your Vooka soldiers could be something that we employ for the month, as much as we do have, this is mental awareness month kind of thing. We can have Vooka soldiers for that month, Vooka dads, Vooka moms, and all of that. So it's basically a mindset, Vooka. It's a state of being, but then at the core, it's about one, achieving their goals, their dreams, and they're doing it at no excuses. Yes,
Absolutely.
There will be challenges. It will be cold. It will be raining. Things won't go as planned. And I think we've become immune to that because we do this on a daily basis, that when something goes wrong, the mindset that we have now is, okay, so what's the solution? Don't come with the problem. Yes, we acknowledge it, but tell me that this is what I'm going to do to try and correct it or to fix it, right? So that's the mindset. So Vooka is a mindset. Yeah, beyond that. So we're still looking at coming up with the name. So I just wanted to quickly announce that in terms of memberships, it's working. We can see people are subscribing. And again, guys, it only starts at 5 Rand 99 cents, right? So I'm going to round it off to 6 Rand. But essentially, that is the amount to support the Vooka Nation, just so that we provide thought-provoking, compelling, motivational content. We're going to do food as well. So we're going to make sure that you are well taken care of. That's the goal, right? That's the goal. So it's not only right here on YouTube, but then we do have other social media channels. And the goal also is that we don't want to create a repetition of content where if you find it on YouTube, you'll find it on Facebook, TikTok. No. We're looking at ensuring that it is tailored towards that particular platform. So there's a lot of exciting things that are coming. And yeah, so just before we close it off, Stephen, any last words?
I just wanted to say Father's Day is in the next 4 days.
Oh yeah, it's in the next 4 days, right? So I mean, we can start giving a shout out to Vooka dads.
Yeah, for real,
right?
for real.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Vooka dads out there.
One of them.
Thank you for, being a dad.
I am one of them.
You are one of them, yes, sir.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
are. Shout out, man. Shout out for being a dad. Participating in your kid's life and everybody else that's not under your roof. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
big ups to that, man.
Yeah, and usually when it comes to the women out there that are playing the fatherly roles, right?
Also,
So yeah, we also give a shout out in terms of that, where you are the Vooka dad in this case. I mean, just the other day we were talking about the importance of having both parents in the lives of your kids. And when I say parents, yes, I understand it might not be the biological dad or biological mom, but I think every child deserves to grow up in an environment that is balanced, that has your motherly
Totally.
love, but also your dad's love, which can be communicated in different ways. That, look, if you fall, mom would typically be like, oh, okay, let me pick my daughter or my son up, but dad would be like, get up, right? So both are needed, because if there's too much dad love, the child will grow up to be cold, right? But if there's too much motherly love, I'm not saying this is written in stone, but I'm just saying both are needed. So, yep, Father's Day is coming up. Big shout out to the Vooka dads, right? Yeah, Vooka dads. So thank you guys. Make sure you do subscribe, give support, and we'll continue. We'll continue serving you with content that is relative, informative, energetic, educational, inspirational, and all of that. So we're going to go for an ad, and then we're going to go back to our regular programming. So I'm going to go behind the scenes because that's where I'm at. But thank you. Appreciate you, Vooka Nation, the Voogas, the Vooka soldiers, Vooka dads, Vooka moms, Vooka gals, Vooka birds. We'll come up with the name, but Vooka is definitely an ingredient in all of this. Thank you so much, guys.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Swell Appeal Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Swell Appeal Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
All right, a very good morning, Vooka Nation. It is a very wonderful Wednesday morning, man. When it comes to Wednesday, man, and it's not only a Wednesday, but it's a cold Wednesday. So right now, I just want to fix my sound because I am hearing an echo. Yes, there we go, man. Our start to the day, energetic start to the day, is what we bring you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, man. And then, of course, accompanied by what we call a daily dose of positivity. What positivity do you need right now, man? A wonderful conversation that Mr. Steven and Banela were having right here and listening in the background. I was like, this was necessary, man. And one of the things I was picking up is Monday is the 16th of June. You're celebrating young ones, right? Young people who are in the space and making bold moves, right? And then on the 15th of June, it's
Father's Day.
Right? So it just clicks, man, because the father, needs to support the young one.
Yeah, for
right?
real.
I think it also takes the spotlight of a father, when it's put like that. Because now, as we're celebrating Father's Day, I think we kind of need like 2 days to 3 days to fully celebrate fathers.
Actually,
man.
you know what I think, right? I don't think it takes the spotlight away. Instead, it shines more light on the father. Because think about this, right? On the 15th, it's Father's Day, no?
Yeah.
Father's Day, we celebrate our fathers. We thank them for everything they've done for us,
Yeah.
And then the following day, right after Father's Day, the following day is Youth Day, yeah?
Yeah.
And then on Youth Day, guess what happens? The father is the one showing love to the kids. That's more spotlight to him, because the kid will forever remember that memory, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's something that we're going to be speaking about because in one of the stats in SA, it has been shown that a lot of fathers today, they're still denied access to their kids, right? So yes, fathers are going to be supporting, but now do they have access to see their kids and say, hey, man, you're grown up now and it's youth month. I want to know some of the skills that you want to learn. Because know that June, it's about youth empowerment. What skill do you want to learn? What skill that you want to put some of your effort into so that you can grow, you know? And you know that mothers and fathers, they do, you know, put some, they do, you know,
They
pass on some skills.
pass on skills on the kid. Pass on, how to social skills, especially also.
Exactly, exactly.
But I hear your question. You saying fathers are denied exes. Question should be,
man.
but don't you think question should be why are fathers denied exes? Because hey, man.
I think that one is going to go down a rabbit hole.
You reckon?
Yeah, it's going to.
It's
because there are a lot of people who are mothers and they have their own reasons why they are denying access to, you know, fathers to see their kids, you know. But it's something that we're going to get to. But now all we want to do is to celebrate, you know, the fathers out there, you know, who have played a very huge roles to their kids, right? Father's Day is coming up, and please, man, shine that spotlight to your father that you know, man, or if you are a father, because we are surrounded by very people who play, you know, big roles in our lives, which are our fathers. So we are going to be celebrating Father's Day on a Sunday, right? And then, of course, Friday. Obviously, on Sunday, we weren't going to be live, but for this week, we're going to be shining the spotlight on fathers out there, you know, and just, you know, mentioning some of the things, you know, that fathers have done so that we see these young leaders becoming who they are. Because some of the people, they are who they are because of their dads, because of their moms, right? But yeah, man, it's a good morning that you're going to be looking into. So how are you guys feeling in this morning, man?
Hey, man, I'm energetic. I'm happy, man. It's a nice morning, bro. It's a nice morning. It's not as cold as yesterday or the day before. So yeah, man, it's a very, very nice morning. You know what I mean? Yeah, man.
Yeah, Berry?
I'm not feeling good. The fog is affecting my eyes.
The what?
The fog.
The fog. Oh yeah,
yeah,
the
like
fog.
my eyes are
Us
teary.
geese,
As you guys know that I'm short-sighted, and unfortunately I haven't had money to go actually do my new glasses. So it's a bit of a problem. Like right now, I'm struggling to have them open.
Yeah, how's your morning, bro? How did you wake up, bro?
Hey, man, it was not a good one because yesterday, so our section, you know, had an overload. So till today, we don't have electricity. Yeah, since yesterday, man, it was overloaded. And I was hoping that it's going to come back because normally, day before yesterday, it did the same thing. 5 o'clock, electricity was gone. And then it came back. 11 because that's when the usage goes down. And then it's able to come back with some more power. But hey, now, man, it didn't, man.
This electricity thing, bro. I was saying yesterday, bro. Remember yesterday when I was saying, yo, bro, I hope I have lights. Guess what? I got home, bro. No lights. No lights, bro. I'm checking you. Why? Zeus, come on,
at
Zeus.
2 a.m., the lights already gone. So when I was literally coming here, no lights at all.
Tell me about it, man. This ESCOM thing, man.
Yeah, man. It's bad, man. It's bad. But it's some of the conditions that we need to get used to, because I remember, you know, we got used to live without electricity for like 2 weeks. You know, 2 straight full weeks without electricity. But now, when it comes back and then you go back to your normal self, you become comfortable to say, no, it's fine. Even if it switches off at around 5 o'clock,
you know it's going to come back.
Yeah, so I don't have to worry. But now, when you peep in the morning and say, oh my goodness.
It's dark, boy.
Oh my goodness, man.
It's dark.
Yeah, man. So, so it's some of the things that you're going to be looking into, guys. Spotlight, there are a lot of things, man, that are going to be in our discussion and in our today's menu. You know that it is Wednesday, man. Wednesdays are for laughter. Wednesdays are for knowing your rights. So it's some of the things that we're going to be touching on in terms of knowing your rights as a South African citizen. Are you a law-abiding citizen, right? Some of you have been arrested and you don't know why you were arrested, because in the law, in the Constitution, it stipulates that sometimes someone can be wrongfully arrested. And if you don't know the law, yes, you're going to go to jail for a long time. And then when you have someone who's going to be, you know, representing you in the court, you find out that whatever crimes you were doing, man, you were not even supposed to go to jail for those crimes.
So So what happens is what happens. Say one is arrested. Yeah. This is
Yeah.
just for educational purposes, by the way.
Yeah.
So let's say one is arrested, and then you're wrongfully arrested. Do you address? Do you tell the police to say no, I'm wrongfully arrested, or
Yeah.
do you call your lawyer right away?
Before that, it's all about also knowing your rights, because you know that. Do we have Miranda rights in South Africa?
Miranda rights are all over the world. You have
So
the right to
basically,
remain silent.
Yeah, so it means that they cannot ask you anything, even if they take you in. You have a right to a lawyer. You also have a right to one phone call.
Yeah.
So if you don't exercise those Miranda rights that are universal, then that's where it also starts becoming a problem, because people, like for example, for me, I thought we didn't have Miranda rights in South Africa. So if you're not educated about such things, then it becomes a bit of a problem. And then when you know them, you can actually, and then you actually end up being cleared for the arrest. You can actually sue the state for wrongful
That's
arrest.
crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I mean, but with the Miranda rights, I know we do have Miranda rights, but in South Africa, I've seen people getting arrested, but I have never heard a police officer
Read the Miranda rights. That's why I'm asking.
maybe I
do
was-
we actually have them?
Because South African citizens are rude, man, to police officers. It's something that we've seen. I mean, with the videos that have been viral and been circling around social media, you will see each and every time when a police officer, is trying to do their job, you will see, a person, just becoming so difficult to be handled with, man. It's like, hey, and they say a lot of things, they say a lot of things. And when police officers, immediately see that there's a cam up, they will just, back up to avoid being harsh, with someone. Because sometimes as a policeman, you are eligible to be harsh because this person is not cooperating.
Yeah. So we have to...
Yeah, being cooperative is like, manhandling the person. Like, hey, calm down, man.
Like, relax,
calm
calm down,
relax.
bruh. Just-
And I think
Especially
they do.
if they're resisting arrest, then
Yeah.
that's where the obviously the manhandling comes in.
Exactly.
But in all honesty, have you ever heard a police in South Africa read out Miranda
I
rights
mean,
to a person?
I've never been to jail, man. If
No.
I've been to like...
I'm just saying,
a
for
van-
example, my guy, we live in the hood. We always hear them saying you're under arrest. Even in the movies, you never hear a police
They
reading
do.
out Miranda rights.
They do.
They
So,
do.
I had a friend in Pram. So in Pram, you get arrested for public drinking, right? So there's this circle. I think it's near Wits. So every time students go there and drink, right? So we went there. We were going to visit another friend who was in Rosebank. So while we were there, we were sharing stories.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, guys, be careful when you hear, man.
Yeah.
Don't do, public things because, I was arrested.
You were arrested?
Yeah, he was arrested. They took him.
Oh.
No,
Hey,
he was.
the thing is the way you said it now. I was arrested.
Yeah, so like I'm
But
narrating his story.
He was arrested.
He was arrested. And then he told us, that when they are in front of people, they will manhandle you. And obviously, they're trying to scare other people off. They won't shout, hey, you have a right to remain silent. Immediately when you get into the van,
And then that's
when they explain to you.
okay,
That's not because
okay.
you calm down now. Now you are facing reality. now
Now it's
because
real.
They're
you're
not
coming
they're
down.
not following due protocol. That's not how you do it. Before you even put me inside the van, when you first approach me, that's when you're supposed to read me my Miranda rights. So by them not even doing that at first, they are wrong. Besides
Remember,
me
so
coming down to
students-
anything.
Remember, students
Yeah.
are chaotic, right?
If it's a crowd
So
of...
yeah, students are
but
chaotic.
besides that, that's the due process.
We know.
Before
No,
you
we
can
know.
even put cuffs on
They
me, you're
understand.
supposed to read them
Okay,
to
let me
me.
give you
So
an
they're also
example.
wrong in their way. I could literally say them, but what you're doing is forceful arrest because you did not first read me my Miranda rights.
But here's the
so also
question,
have a
though.
right of getting them also busted.
But here's the question, though. If there's a lot of people, there's a crowd of people, I want to detain
It's
one
chaotic,
person,
yes.
and everybody's making a noise. I don't have
Yes.
time to be reading you.
Yes,
You know, you have the right to remain silent. No,
It's
man.
chaotic.
I'm not
They're trying to say, okay, now let us go to a place where everything will be calm
Yes.
and let us explain to you why we are arresting you. Because now, if we are trying to, you will resist. The
Yeah.
more you resist it, the more students are going to make it chaotic
Plus, you
and
also
drawing
feeding that
unnecessary
energy.
attention. I've seen that. I understand what you're saying.
But
I
by
understand where you're
law,
coming from.
before you even get inside the van, that's what they are supposed to do,
Yes.
irregardless of where we are. If it was a portrait, that's when they can literally shove you into the car. But they also need to be able to read out the situation themselves.
Yeah.
Because what they doing, you listen to what your friend told you.
But that's
Wait. Listen to what your friend told you. Your friend told you that they forcefully arrest you to scare people. So meaning that, first of all, their manner of approach is also wrong.
You are breaking the law.
I think
I'm
he
breaking
used-
the
you
law.
know,
Yes, I'm breaking the law,
if
but
it's
their
written,
manner of arrest.
so
I
it's
was not
written.
resisting arrest at first. So what is the reason for you to grope me like that? We are walking.
You know,
so
there's-
if you see
Look
a
at it
sign,
logically.
if you see a sign that says no drinking here,
Yes, and you
then
drinking.
you drink.
Yes.
So when they manhandle you, do you blame them?
Even a
Like,
private
it's
security
written.
company
Don't
can't
drink.
do that.
And
There's
you
It's
laws.
written. It's a law, guys.
But also-
because if someone comes in here and manhandle me, I have a right to resist. Hey, policeman, what's going on, Pela? I'm on a show. You can't just come in and grab me
And
and,
take
tell
me.
me. You know,
Also,
tell me what's going
Also,
on.
don't you think there's a difference between getting arrested and getting detained?
Yeah.
When getting detained,
Huge
I
one.
don't think they have to read you your Miranda rights, because getting detained doesn't mean you're going to prison. It means we are taking you into this controlled environment so
Yeah.
we can, you know.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I think that's
then-
what happened.
Yeah.
They were not arresting but detaining. So-
We've seen it, man. In South Africa, Abo Sizoktola. I mean, bruh, we took time to investigate. We know you are doing crime.
Yeah, man.
You are doing crime. We have like concrete proof that you're selling drugs to young kids in the community. So people like that don't read their thing. When they get to, yes, you'll practice there, you have a right, okay, go and look for an attorney who will present
Well,
you
yeah.
so that, you know, we practice the law. But sometimes you have to look at the amount of crime that South Africa has. It's
crazy. It's
There's no
crazy.
time to read.
Hey, bro,
we
it's
are fighting
crazy.
serious crimes. I mean, in the
I mean,
US, in the
But then
movies, we
they
see it.
fail. For example, last weekend, a lady that I know who goes to my uncle's church.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sort of kind of like a halftime member there. So Natswako, there's something with what we call like in apostle, we call it the achelo.
Yeah.
So the achelo, it's where the church is. It's like the main house of the church or where the church
Okay.
is held up.
Okay.
For example, we can open up a church here, and then this will be known as the holy grounds of the church.
Bet.
So in vernacular, ki di achelo, ne? Boom. Okay. So go di achelo, and they get there, and then they were about to request to go to zone 8. And then when they requested, these guys, bruh, and Uber, could have forgot the number plate because this thing has been trending, especially. They literally wanted to kidnap her and her kid.
Whoa, I think I heard a story like that. Is it three Uber gens?
It's 3 Uber gents that happened in. Imagine you live in Zondo. You know about a story that happened in Meadowlands, my bro.
It's crazy, man. It's
What
crazy.
happened?
She requested. It was a bold. It was a bold.
called
No,
the
the
internet.
reason why I'm saying
The
this is
power
because
of it.
it's mostly available on this other Facebook page, which is
Yeah.
called Kids on Fire.
Yeah.
So it's basically for Ndofians, right? So to have if anything major happens, they requested they enter the
But it's
car, and then the
wild,
driver's
man.
like, "Don't go into the front seat, come to the back." So she sits in the back with the kid, and then up the road, just like literally 2 minutes after they left, the car stops, and then 2 guys try entering the car.
Okay, here's an example to show you why they don't have time for Miranda rights. You see this happening as a police officer. Now, you have to go arrest that person. Do you still have time to say you have the right to remain silent? You have the right to
Ah, mara
an
se maponisa ko
attorney.
Meadowlands,
You have a right
Yeah,
to.
because
I mean,
sometimes you read the situation.
Yeah,
when you
bro.
read the rights, people will come and attack you. One of the things I have seen, and it has been proven, man, I think it's a joke that have been made on social media platforms. So a lot of people say South African police are useless, they don't work, they don't do anything.
Yeah.
Until they come looking for you.
You, my dog.
Until they
You,
come looking
and
for
they
you,
will
my
get
friend.
you, eh?
And they will get
You,
you.
they work.
make sure,
They
man.
work.
They make sure. But yeah, man, some of the things that we discuss, you know, some of the social issues that we face in our communities that we want to raise with you right here to say, you know what, man, when it comes to law, man, what are some of the things and the laws that you need to, yeah, man. to follow in order for you to not get yourself into some serious troubles, because it's when you realize when you've done something wrong that, hey man, whatever that I've done is bigger than what I thought it was.
It's not the one.
Let the conversation continue right there on our social media. Let us connect right there. We are live on YouTube. We are also live on Facebook. We are Vooka Breakfast Show on each and every social media platform. And if you want to call us in or send us your voice note just to let us know about your thoughts, the number to do that is 060-493-3226. 060-493-3226. So let me get into the chat and look, what do we have right there, Vooka Nation?
What's the chat saying, bro? What are the Vooka soldiers saying,
the first
bruv?
one, I have KG Moramoto saying, hola KG.
XAKG,
Welcome.
XAKG.
Thank you so much for joining us, man. Please do make sure that you stay with us until the end of the show, because you know what, man, we've got something interesting and epic for you on this
Jam-packed
show. It is, man, a comedy Wednesday, so expect a lot of laughter. TK1990 coming through and say, good morning, Vooka Nation and the breakfast team. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show.
Yes, sir. TK.
And then Zinzi saying, it's the 80th episode.
Yes, sir. Can we have a...
Yes, man. Thank you for that. Good morning. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Feeling so blessed on this beautiful cold Wednesday. As today we celebrate a special and wonderful women in our lives, our beautiful mom.
Happy birthday to Momsy.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Momsy.
Is it a birthday?
Yeah, bro.
Oh.
It's a birthday. It's a
Oh.
birthday.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
It's whose birthday?
Okay.
Happy birthday
Okay.
to
It's whose
you.
birthday?
Happy Big Bro's mom.
Hey.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, mama.
You know
Okay,
that
let
one.
us. Yeah.
You know that one.
Okay, let me just share a picture and then you will just sing, ne?
Yeah.
Immediately when the picture pops up, I mean, you're an artist, man, so you can do some few lines. There we go.
Hey.
Yeah,
Mama
Baggy.
Elizabeth.
Hey,
a
man.
Very happy birthday, man. She has been with us from day one
Hey, bro.
till today. Kana, she's on platinum.
Yeah,
Platinum,
platinum, bro.
She's
Not
Platinum
platinum
Vooka member.
It's not the normal
Yeah,
one,
man, a
eh?
special celebration,
Not the
man. That's
normal
what we
one.
do, man, right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. When we celebrate your birthday, man, we go all out. So she will be part of our celebrity birthdays for today. So consider yourself as our biggest celebrity mama right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. We appreciate you, your time, your engagement with us, and the love that you have been showing us from day one till today. May God continue to bless you once again. Happy birthday to you, man. A special day that we're going to be celebrating right there. And then I have Nelly coming through saying hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Good morning, Ivugile. Guys, I made it early to the show.
After yesterday, dog.
Yeah. When we judge you, we make
Yesterday,
sure.
we judge you. We
judge
listen
you.
and we judge.
Yeah,
Wow.
we listen and
Are
judge.
we
Yeah,
not
man.
supposed to judge,
Right,
Mo?
It's the Vooka Nation, man. Vooka
Yeah,
Nation, we are representing people who are waking up early. So as early as you can get, we celebrate you and we see you as one of ours. I know some of the
man.
things happen, man, and people have a lot of responsibilities. We understand, it's life. But, you being here with us and engaging with us, it really means a lot. We always want to hear from you guys. Your thoughts, man, because some of the things that we speak here, they really demand you to come in and tell us what you think. Right?
man.
And then Zinzi coming through and say, well done, Nelly. Keep it up, sis. Shout out to the Mli family. I see, guys, you are keeping up now. You are keeping up now.
They come and they come.
Doing a good job.
Leading by example.
And then Tembi comes and say, a very good morning, team. Vooka Nation. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Si Vugile Mavuga Matli. Happy Wednesday and stay blessed. Stay blessed, you two, mama, on this beautiful cold Wednesday morning. It's June, guys. Please let us keep warm. Because I think the cold front now has passed.
Yep.
Something that I was speaking speaking about. In
glad
winter,
it
there's no
passed.
wind, guys. There's no wind. Whenever you hear wind is vungu vungu, just know it is a cold front.
Yep.
So now it has passed. We are back to our normal winter. It's still cold. Doesn't mean you need to, take off that one jacket that you put for the past 2 or 3 days, right? So keep on being warm. And of course, man, she comes back and say, happy 80th episode.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Today is about celebrating each other, man. We celebrate life, we celebrate birthdays, we celebrate
You know what I think we should do,
episodes,
yeah?
Yeah.
I think we should start doing this, yeah. Every episode, and when one of the Vooka Nation has a birthday,
Yeah.
we take the chalkboard, we write a number there to say 80th episode, and then happy birthday. Like a young dedication at the same time. Yeah, I think that would be very,
Just to
very
shine a spotlight,
good. Yeah, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Some of the things that we do right here. 5 minutes till we hit 8 o'clock on the dot, and we're going to be giving you your latest news and sports headlines, and also traffic update, man, just to keep you safe on those roads, because it is foggy and there is some mist right there on the road. So you should drive cautious and stay cautious on those roads, man, because we just avoid having those accidents in the early morning. We know people are waking up, going to work, going to school, and traveling from far places. So please, guys, do make sure that you stay safe, man. June is Youth Month, guys. Skills for changing the world is our theme as Youth Day nears on June 16. Initiatives ramp up. NYDA launched a nationwide skills program at Hector Peterson Memorial, and 5,000 stipends are hitting 18 to 35-year-olds in remote and digital roles. Some of the things that we're going to be looking into, because when we speak about Youth Day, we are commemorating young ones and giving them the skills that they need for future purposes. This country needs a lot of young leaders so that they can come in and lead it to where it belongs.
To be
so
where
we're
it's supposed to be.
Yeah, man, going to be speaking about skills right here. So do you guys have one of the skills? What one skill that you want to improve?
One skill that I want to improve.
Yeah, or that's one skill that you want to learn from the ground.
Yes. I think that's the question you should be asking.
Yeah, from the ground.
man. One skill I want to learn. I want to learn how to sew, bro. I want to learn how to sew, man. Because I've noticed, hey, bro, clothes are expensive, hey?
Hey, man,
clothes are expensive. So if I sew, I can make
we throw away clothes, man, just because there's that little bit, hole.
You get me. You get me. You get me.
And you can just, come on, man.
Yeah, just sew it.
Upcycle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Your listening skills?
Listening skills, I think those are in check. Those, yeah. those are well
I have a
trained.
long list, man, of skills that I want to improve.
Yeah, man.
A very, very long list.
Give us-
man, and some
if-
of the things, man.
So long. Give us like a good 5.
Yo, that's the thing. Now they're just piling up in my mind, and I can't even bring one up. But
Okay.
one of the things that I love, man, I think being in this space, it's visuals, man. You know, so when it comes to visual mixing, man, and when I've seen when we watch things like your movies, your programs, people watch it for different reasons. But I'm always caught,
With the visuals, angles,
that
yeah,
they
I
use.
get
I'm
you, I
like,
get you, I
come
get
on,
you, I
man.
get you.
Because
Like-
one of the things that got me into this is when I came through this page in Facebook called Cinematography.
Okay.
Man, they post each and everything, how the behind the scenes. That's when I loved each and every time when I finish a
quite
movie.
interesting.
I go and watch the behind the scenes, and I watched the behind the scenes of Avatar. Oh,
the last airbender.
what James did, man.
Hey, man.
That man is a genius, bro.
Too-
Come
hey,
on,
man, it's too nice, bro.
Come on,
It's
man.
too nice.
Yeah, man. So when it comes to visual
guys, are you
mixing,
Parallel talk here.
parallel talk.
Parallel talk.
Is it for real?
Yeah, because he's talking about Avatar.
Yeah.
You're talking about the last.
Oh, Avatar. Oh,
The movie.
okay, the movie, the blue
directed by
people.
James.
Okay, yes, it was parallel talk.
Your listening skills.
Hey, man. So it turns out, Vooka, turns out, I must get my listening skills proper. Eh? Hey man, I won't lie. For a second, it was parallel talk. Yes, for a second, bro, what you said sounded like, hey man, I'm checking in the last airbender. What's going on? But hey man, yeah, bro.
It happens.
That's still a great movie though. That doesn't take away from the movie.
Man,
it's still a great movie. Yeah.
And one of the skills, Ben, presenting what I'm doing here, man, is something that I've started from the ground, you know, and it's not something that was on my list, you know, growing up, because I wanted to be that guy who's in a cubicle, computer, office, suit each and every day, you know, go to work. But we see that sometimes, man, when it comes to life, when you grow and outgrow your dreams,
yeah, man,
you know, yeah, man, and man, it's something that we should also touch, man, because there is that thing of outgrowing your dreams, because when you're young, you wish to become this person, right? To say, okay, I want to be, you know, a lawyer.
Yeah.
But now when you grow up, you see, man, that
like,
no, man, there's more to being a lawyer.
Not a lawyer.
You know,
maybe I want to be an advocate now.
Yeah. You get, man.
Yeah.
So some of the things that we're going to speak about. So with you, Afri, one of the skills that you want to improve, or one of the skills that you want to learn from the ground.
It's a handful, hey?
Yeah.
So I would actually like to improve on my acting.
Yeah.
Get more bit of vocal training for my singing, presenting. I'd actually like to go back to crocheting.
Yeah.
Because I used to crochet and...
Oh, you must teach me.
Yeah, my grandmama taught me, bruh. So I want to go back to crocheting, and I also hope that my grandmother will teach me how to fence.
Yeah.
Not fencing, but there's another fencing.
Which one is that one? Because as soon as you said fence, this is what I'm thinking. Andale.
Yeah.
No. Not that type of fencing. Not the fencing, everyone. And there's like it's also known as embroidery.
Yeah.
You know, when you have like, you see when you buy a t-shirt, there's like literally knitted, maybe Nike or whatever. There's people who do that from their hands, like from scratch.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so I want to learn that. So
So it's basically hand embroidering.
Yes, so I'm looking forward to convince my grandmother to teach me before she goes blind. Fencing, and I'd also like to take up some sort of degree or diploma in teaching. And funny enough, I'm actually interested in IT. I suck at math, but I'm very interested in IT.
So you must get your math skills up.
No, trust me, sweetie. That's one hurdle that by fire, by force, that's one hurdle I'm gonna jump over. I like my math skills are like... bad
we
for
can
that
start
one.
now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna obvious. I need to start here.
Come and put you on the spotlight now.
39 plus 33.
Man, sa etsa solo wena. Go bolele ska re sang kenya mo spotlighting. Ke tsebo bala cheleta, ke seng chelete seo.
Okay, 39 rand plus 32 rand.
39 rand plus 32 rand.
Anyway,
90 what?
Anyway,
No, it's not 90, it's 100 and something.
100 and something.
I suck at math. You see, I suck at math.
It's a
I
skill.
suck at
It's a skill, guys.
math. I suck at math.
One of the things about a skill is that the first day when you want to learn, you want to perfect it.
Yeah, you're gonna
know?
Yeah,
learn.
so
Step one, step
I
two,
hate
step
being
three.
put under pressure because you see, when I say I want to also get a teaching degree, is that I used to tutor my two little cousins and those they pass, bruh.
For real.
To a point that I don't tutor them anymore, and my aunt has been like, "No, come back." I'm like, "Will you increase my pay?" Number one.
now let me ask. It's all good for one to pursue a certain skill. You know, kids that cannot sing but say they want to sing.
They want to learn how to sing. Yeah, I get you.
At some point, as a parent, you tell your child, singing is not for you.
It's not the one, man.
Yeah, IT is probably
So-
not for me, but I'll learn somewhere.
Yeah, but IT is more of a skill, right? And then there's talents and then whatnot. But with what you've mentioned, Manje, is there a skill or whatever talent that you think, oh, you know what, it's just not for you? You would love to, like I would love to learn how to sing, but I suck.
You can't
So,
sing, bro.
I cannot sing.
Okay, for example, if I were to go into education, I would not be a math teacher. So I'll probably
Math.
be in arts or English. That is basically more of my strong point. Even my little brother knows that when it comes to his math homework,
Oh, and
he goes
English.
and asks,
And
yeah,
English.
English. Yeah, so I'd rather do English or basically teach arts and craft. because even with my two little cousins, I don't know how.
So between
but
English-
I made sure that those two passed maths. For some reason, I taught them maths, English, and I did Afrikaans with them, and I didn't do Afrikaans in school. But my little cousin passed Afrikaans, maths, and English, which is like one of the weirdest thing ever. I could never tell you how I even managed to teach her those subjects, especially maths and Afrikaans, without actually perfecting maths and never ever doing Afrikaans.
How you teach a subject you've never done before, though?
I guess teaching is in my bone, bruh. Because for me, I taught them and then they passed. Because right now, I saw their report, their
That's
first term
crazy.
report.
That's crazy.
They
Teach me
declined.
Mandarin, please. I want to learn Mandarin, man.
Oh, ni hao. Say ni hao.
Yeah.
Ni hao.
That's hello in Mandarin. Xixi is thank you.
Teach me a language you don't know.
What?
I want you to teach me a language you don't know,
You
bro.
said I must teach you Mandarin. What's your problem?
Teach me a language you don't know, because you've been teaching your cousin Afrikaans and you don't know Afrikaans.
Because the other reason why I
How,
actually
though?
learned Afrikaans is because I've been fascinated by languages. I've been fascinated by languages from a very young age. Like I did French, I know how to speak a bit of Portuguese. It's because I watch programs and I'm very fast to grasp. As long as I watch, I learn the tone, how to pronounce it. For me, it's easy. Even reading it, like I don't want to lie. The only subject that I fail when it comes to vernacular is my home language, which is very
Wat is die
fine.
situasie? Wat is die situasie? Kan jy hoor of kan jy praat?
I can hear, but I can barely speak.
Oh, dan
You know, statistically,
Again-
women are much more better at learning languages than men.
Regtig.
We apply. We don't. Ni hao. Hey, I want money, Joe.
Wat is jou informasie van?
Money is the best
Why do you
language
want to
for
know my
men,
surname?
No. I didn't-
Vas
no,
ni hao.
no, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Oh, where was that information from, big bro? Daai informasie het nou gesê?
I'll put it up short.
I just had not khase.
I'ma teach you guys, I'ma teach you.
He basically
Boom,
just
boom, boom,
asked
boom.
Not
for
Hussein,
he
man.
basically just asked Barabriguti, where did you get the information that you just talked about?
Yeah, so information is informatie.
Yeah. But yeah, man, you know, when it comes to skills, it's some of the things
Yeah,
that we
man.
want to hear from you right there at home. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is the hashtag to use. Top of the hour, 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Now we're about to give you your latest news and sports headlines just to keep you updated. And then when we come back, man, we give you our daily bread, which is today in history, celebrity birthdays, and our word of the day.
Wait,
So-
before we go,
Yeah.
I have a question for you, specifically, my dog.
What's
I have
the
a question
question?
for you, my dog. What do you feel? How do you feel about Cristiano Ronaldo and your Lamille Yamal?
as in like comparing them.
Yes, comparing them. Because, hey, bro, the past 2 weeks, the comparison has been going on, eh?
I mean, he's still young and he's doing what Ronaldo was doing at his
At his age.
you know. So I'm with comparing, man. We can't go there because he is a very bright, you know, young player. But when you look at Cristiano, man, he just won Nations League at the age of 40 years.
I was about to say, I think the only reason why he won
scored,
that, bro,
man.
was because of the kid behind him. He's taking that's pressure. But anyway, yeah, man.
I mean, in the age of 40, you know, Cristiano had to show the
running
kid,
against
you
the
know, how it's
19-year-old.
done. You know how it's done. I mean, he's a bright kid.
Marlena wa
man.
Forster, le,
Yeah.
kanta retire.
No, it's not, man.
No,
It's
that-
discipline.
hey, man, do you know-
It's rare for a lot of players
Hey,
to
man.
get and play football at that age.
That player at
It's
40
very,
years,
very
he can
rare.
still jump, he can
Yo,
still
bro.
run. His workout routine, bro. That guy doesn't sit and watch movies at home. No.
So kahle Cristiano Ronaldo's gonna retire at what,
But yeah.
50?
No, I mean, 40, I think, is the cap.
Now 40 is
for-
cap, and
Yeah.
after they
didn't choose
cap.
Mushweo, ne?
Yeah.
He played until 41, I think.
Shoes.
Yeah, or shoes.
Yeah, man.
Shoes.
I was
I'll
not
fact
there
check.
around.
I'll fact check and then
Shoes.
we'll come back from the news. Yeah, or shoes.
Yeah.
please.
And I was not there.
I mean,
He's a legend because he played in.
Yes.
Yeah,
shoes
I've heard about him. Yeah, I've heard
Shoes
about him.
Ooh.
yeah, man. Some of the things that we're going to be looking into. But
Yeah.
for now, man, let's get into what we have for you. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, man. And grab that warm drink so that you stay warm with what we're going to bring you. The Youth Business Launchpad by Protea Glenmore in partnership with Iatile Events and the Vooka Breakfast Show, man. This Youth Month, all cooks, vendors, chefs, and food business owners are invited to showcase their product offerings on the 28th of June at the Market Day in Protea Glenmore. All we need you to do is to come out in numbers and have the experience of what is going to be taking place right here at Protea Glen. We know that is Youth Month, and we have a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs on the block that are coming up. It is an opportunity for you guys to come in and also showcase what you have. And also, if you love food, just to explore what other people are doing out there, this is a good opportunity for you. So let us go back and look into what is going to be happening. If you make quarters, African cuisines, non-alcoholic beverages, snacks, packaged food like acha, biltong, plates, desserts, frozen foods, this event is definitely for you. We know that there are people who specialize in making that decorated acha, bringing in the spices, the sauces inside of it, man. Also beverages, man. We have seen a lot of entrepreneurs coming up with newly branded beverages that they have made for themselves. So we are calling them to come on this day. So there will be workshops on how to take your business to the next level, mentor and meaty pairing, and online courses from the Vooka Academy, and much more. We know that when it comes to being informative and getting the information that you need for your business is what you need. I mean, we know that starting a business is not an easy thing that you can do as an individual or as a team. So this is an opportunity for you to come there and learn, because Vooka Academy has so much in store for you, man. Right? So propel your food business forward by learning from industry experts. On the day, there are going to be people who have been in the game or in the industry for such a long time, who can't wait to share their journey, their experience, and their advices on how you can run a successful business and become as big and successful as they are. So definitely come there in numbers. So as you can see right there, the media launch taking place on June 16, Monday at Protea Glenmore. Register today on the website you see on your screen and fill out the form and join us on the day. Come on the day on the 28th. So on the 16th is when they are launching their media. The media launching is going to be taking place on the 16th. And then on the 28th, that is when we're going to be having foodies. Aboma Fobela. If you love food, different kinds of food, quarters that will be sold at the event, do make sure that you get yourself there on the 28th of June this month. So you've got the whole month to prepare yourself, and don't eat things that will fill your stomach on that day. Maybe you can start fasting, because that day will be filled with awesome, great ingredients that you have never seen in your life. You're about to see the creativity of what people do with their food. And also, you don't have to miss out, because every day we are streaming from 7 a.m. up until 10 a.m. And during those days, we've got something for you, which some of the people who will be there selling their food will be coming right here in the studio to sit down with us on what to expect, right? So you don't want to miss this beautiful event that is going to be taking place right there at Protea Glenmore. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready. Yeah, my stomach is ready. Do not worry, guys. I'll definitely be bringing in a hungry stomach.
All right, let's keep you updated with your latest news headline. On the first headline, drivers cautioned as snowfall leads to N2 highway shutdown in KwaZulu-Natal. Severe winter weather is causing disruption across multiple provinces. Authorities have warned motorists to avoid snow-affected areas, including the N2 near Kokstad and Port Shepstone in KwaZulu-Natal, which is closed. The R56 at Droeweg near the KZN Eastern Cape border is also inaccessible. Strong winds, heavy rain, and high waves are worsening conditions, uprooting trees and creating further hazards. Baki East in the Eastern Cape is among the hardest hit areas, with snowfall also covering parts of the Northern Cape and Free State. Travelers are urged to exercise caution with heed official warnings. On the next headline, Gauteng residents endure this year's chilliest day yet. Gauteng is experiencing its coldest day of the year with freezing conditions spreading worldwide. Disaster management teams are actively monitoring weather-related incidents. Meanwhile, City Power has urged residents to conserve electricity as demand rises. On the next headline, dedicated ICU facility aims to alleviate organ donation shortage. Stellenbosch University has launched the Life Pod, Africa's first specialized ICU designed to preserve viable organs from patients with permanent brain function loss until transplantation. The initiative, pioneered by the student non-profit Save7, marks a significant advancement in organ donation efforts. That's all for your news headline. Now heading over to your sports news, starting off with football news. Bellingham joins Dortmund for initial £27 million on 5-year deal. Job Bellingham has completed his £32 million move to Borussia Dortmund, making him eligible for Club World Cup, where Dortmund face Fluminense on the 17th of June. The 19-year-old midfielder who helped Sunderland secure Premier League promotion was named Championship Young Player of the Season. He follows his brother Jude in moving to Dortmund, bidding an emotional farewell to Sunderland fans. Bellingham is also selected for England's under-21 Euro squad, but coach Lee Carsley will allow players to join the Club World Cup. Dortmund finished 4th in the Bundesliga, securing Champions League qualification. On the next headline, a court battle looming as Marumo Gallant's line-up litigation. Marumo Gallant and coach Abdelama Odoa are locked in a contractual dispute after the Moroccan coach announced his departure despite signing a new 2-year deal. The club insists he remains their coach, arguing that his resignation is invalid. Odoa claimed the contract amendment dated 28 May 2025 is void due to financial disagreements, including a R1 million release clause. He alleged that club president Abraham Sello failed to finalize the revised terms. Gallants are reportedly pursuing litigation to enforce the contract, while Odo maintains that his original agreement should be honored. On the next headline, on Formula One news, Madrid makes debut as Imola dropped from 2026. The 2026 F1 calendar features 24 races, with Madrid replacing Imola and making its debut on 11th to the 30th of September. Zandvoort hosts its final race, while Spa will only appear 4 times in 6 years. Thailand is pushing for a race, while Africa faces challenge securing a venue. Canada moves to May following Miami to improve flight efficiency. Barcelona keeps its race before Madrid takes over in 2027. The season opens in Australia March 2026 and ends at Las Vegas, Qatar and Abu Dhabi. New sustainable fuel engines aligns with F1's environmental goals. On the rugby news, Samoa call up one-cap England back Umaga. Jacob Umaga, a former England international, has been named in Samoa's squad for their upcoming test against Scotland in July and the Pacific Nations Cup in August. The 26-year-old, currently playing for Benetton Treviso, became eligible under World Rugby's birthright transfer rule after 3 years out of test rugby. His father, Mike Umaga, represented Samoa internationally, while his uncle, Tana Umaga, is a legendary New Zealand centre. Samoa's squad, led by Theo McFarland, includes 35 players preparing for key matches in Auckland. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more sports and news updates throughout the show. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these headlines with us on social media using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. Now let's get back to your daily dose of positivity, also accompanied by what we call your energetic start to your day.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Swell Appeal Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Swell Appeal Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
18 minutes past 8 and you're still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. Do make sure to connect with us on each and every social media platform by using the hashtag of Vooka Breakfast Show. And if you want to reach out, man, to us by calling us or sending us your voice note, 060-493-3226, 060-493-3226. That is the number. And speaking of sharing something with us, Zinzi shared how her morning is looking like where she is. And she is calling it a misty morning. If you can see right there in your screen, man, there is a picture of how her morning is looking like. It's misty.
It's
you know,
very, very
and one thing
misty,
about the mist, man, is when you are far, you think where you're going, you know, it's not visible.
Yeah.
But the more you know,
It opens
approach,
up.
it opens up, man. It's the same thing as, you know, thinking that in your life there are obstacles and you're just judging by being at a distance, right? And saying, this road is not for me. But whenever you walk through the road,
Dog, you find out.
the more things become
oh,
visible
you're
and
like,
clear
oh,
for
okay,
you,
okay,
right?
yeah.
So that is the nice thing when you look at the context of, you know, the mist itself. To say, the more you look, you know, at a very far distance, you see that there is an obstacle and I would not see where I'm going. But the more you go, man, the more your road becomes
Yes,
clear.
sir.
So it's something that you need to do, man, when it comes to following your dreams. And then a picture taken before 6 a.m. right there. Someone shared their picture right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show that I would like to show you guys on how it is looking like. So this is how their morning was looking like, man. It was very dark
Yeah,
in
so
the
dark
morning,
man.
Dark morning
Yes, yes.
is what people woke up to. So this is how their morning was looking like. But I see there's a little bit of, you know,
A light.
sunrise, man. I don't know whether it's a, you know, sunrise or it's a light, man. So it's one of the beautiful things that people wake up into, you know, without even paying attention that it's cold, man. Just appreciate nature in its all course, right? Let us stop complaining, man. Kiafana, even if when it's summer, people are going to complain that it's
People
hot.
always complain.
Yeah, man, let's just
People always
live through it.
complain.
Live through it, man. And, you know, just appreciate what different seasons come with, man. So do make sure that
And
you
the
share
different
with
changes
us.
they bring.
Yeah. Share with us right there on our social media platform and tell us what you think. We are live on Facebook. We are live also on YouTube. As I promised that we're going to be going through our daily bread, which is today in history, giving you the best history lesson you have never got. Mr. Nzimande in high school, he robbed you. But let me tell you some of the things that you didn't know. Some of the things that you're going to boast about when you see your friends and say, you know what, man, Vooka Breakfast Show taught me something that you guys don't know. And
Mo the teacher.
check this out,
Yeah,
right?
man.
And on our Today in History. So today marks the day where the 2010 Africa hosts the FIFA World Cup for the first time. In
For real?
2010, this day, South Africa made history as the first African nation to host the FIFA World Cup, showcasing the continent's passion for football. The tournament, held from the June 11th to July 11th, featured 32 teams competing across 10 stadiums in 9 cities, with Spain defeating the Netherlands 1-0 in the final to claim their first title. It left a legacy, boosting South Africa's global image and infrastructure. Today we have some of the biggest infrastructure in the world because of that global event called the FIFA World Cup. Some of the interesting things, man.
Interesting, man.
Some of the interesting things.
Been 15
that-
years already.
So I
15,
saw a
man.
match.
Yeah,
I saw a match between Algeria and the USA.
yeah.
Yeah, in Pretoria.
Mm.
So I was
This year?
lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You're listening
Sorry,
kids,
man. Aish, my listeners,
2010,
yeah.
my
Aish,
bro.
aish.
Hey. And the nicest thing is some of those stadiums are being used by international teams, to come and play here. Like they're like, you know what, guys, we can move our game to South Africa. Whether it's Peter Mokaba, whether it's Moses Mabhida, whether it's Orlando Stadium, FNB Stadium, man, it's one of the great things that are happening. Bella, when it's like that, you are grabbing people to come into your country,
Tourist
that increasing,
attractions,
your economy. So one of the greatest things that took place, and it's also a historic marker that we needed to always remember. And as much as SAFA president was being grinded, at the portfolio committee, he was like, guys, we went to Thailand because we are bidding for the Women's World Cup to come here, right? I hope that it's still in talk so that the Women's World Cup can come here and being hosted in South Africa so that we can mark another history.
That would be dope. That would be dope.
Yeah. And then the next one in 1817, the first predecessor of the bicycle is demonstrated. In 1817, Carl von Drais invented the Draisine, a two-wheeled pedal-free vehicle that riders propelled by pushing off the ground with their feet. Designed as an alternative to horse-drawn transport during an oat shortage, this early bicycle paved the way for modern cycling advancement like pedals and chains. His demonstration proved it was a fast and practical innovation that changed transportation forever. Very, very interesting.
Very sick.
And then the last one right here in 1955, more than 80 people die in the Le Mans car race disaster. On 11th June 1955, more than 80 people were killed and 100 injured at the Le Mans 24-hour race. A car driven by Pierre Lever crashed into the crowd of around 300,000, causing the deaths. John Fitch was an American racing driver on the Mercedes team at the center of the tragedy. If you want more information, man, you can just go Google it and just find out about what caused it to happen and what were the people thinking and what were the people's thoughts about this. We also care about your thoughts and tell us what you think. That's all for your history. And then, of course, man, you know that we were celebrating Africa Month last month. So we are always putting that spotlight on Africans and the inventions that they have made. If you happen to know anyone that have invented something, talk to us, man.
Yeah, so I just want to show you guys the footage of the very first bike.
Yeah, let's see it, please.
First bike. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see, man. Let's see.
So this is what it looks like, right? I'm just going to play it here.
Yeah.
Dope.
Let me play it again.
Yeah. I hope that everyone right there at home, they can see footage of the first bike. Is that wood, man?
Yeah,
It's
it's wood,
wood.
bro. It's wood.
Oh, man.
So you don't pedal here.
No
There's no
chain.
brakes also.
You push yourself, ba.
But it makes sense.
Briga
though.
ngenyawo.
It makes
I
sense.
mean, it is the first
you know,
bike, so
as time goes,
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
advancement and everything, man. Yeah, man, it looks cool, man. It looks cool, and you exercise more.
You know what it reminds me of?
Yeah.
Remember that story of your friend on the bike?
The friend in the bike.
Okay. We were outside, I think, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
We were outside speaking about the bicycles growing up and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
And
the
then
chain.
The chain, yeah.
Yeah, man, makes sense
Yeah.
because I think there are people who still use their bikes that way. It's like, man, I can't let my chain stop me from riding my bike.
I'm going to
I'll
ride
use
that
my
bike.
feet, man. Or they just go and find a steep, and just go back. Creativity,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Creativity.
Yeah.
And then inventions made by South Africans. So today we are looking at Q20. Invented in 1950 by Mr. Robertson in Pinetown, KwaZulu-Natal. Q20 was created to prevent VW Beetle distributor caps from stalling in wet weather. It became a versatile water repellent, rust preventer, and lubricant for sized bolts and squeaky hinges. The name came from a Robertson remark that it had 20 answers to 20 questions. Its secret lies in the specific gravity, which allows it to sink beneath water, effectively displacing moisture and protecting surfaces. I think I've seen this spray, man.
The Q20 spray, yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen.
it
I
has
didn't know
this-
it's a South African invention. Though. Yo, South Africans, shout out to us.
Come on.
Hey.
Come on, man.
I mean,
Come on, man.
I've seen, bro, that spray. We see it all the time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, man. So now let us look into, the day that we are celebrating, because yesterday we were celebrating the National Talk Slow Day. That means
Talk slow.
talk slow so that people can get your message clearly, right? So today we're celebrating the National Corn on the Cob Day. Corn on the Cob Day celebrates the joy of gathering around one of summer's sweetest treats. Traditionally boiled and buttered corn on the cob can also be grilled, roasted, and seasoned with creative flavors like cajun spices or citrus salt.
Cajun.
Corn has deep roots in Native American history and remains a staple in global cuisines. With the byproducts found in snacks, cereals, and even fuel, whether enjoyed at a cookout or indoors, this day encourages food lovers to savor fresh corn and explore new ways to prepare it.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
khona khona
mean, we know it. We know it with the
Bila,
butter.
With the butter.
Hey, bro.
Bro, we know it in the streets, man.
Hey,
Mbila, 5 rand mbila la chomi nangumbila. That's how we know, phone. Mbila phone, that's how we know it.
Yeah, man. So National Corn Day, man. If you have corn right there at your home, use some creative ways, man, to prepare it. Because we've seen poiki kos, man. When a lot of people doing poiki, they will add some corn in there, mix it with some those, juicy things that are going on inside the pot.
So even snappers.
Yeah, snappers.
Yeah.
That's corn.
Corn
yeah,
snacks,
yeah.
man.
By the
Yeah.
way, when you say corn, we mean corn, the meal, man, not the other corn. Hey, people be thinking other
Skopas
things.
ase khone le tsona.
Scopas. I don't know.
What's
Tshwantse re
Skopas?
investigate gore di skopas di tswa
It's
kae.
popcorns.
Ama keep.
Popcorn. If it's popcorn, it's
Ama
like it's
keep.
like
Skopas, ama keep.
it's kasi popcorns, bro. It's our popcorns.
I think
because
they're
you'll
supposed to
never
be
see a
called-
white person eating
you
them.
never see a white person eating them, but you know what?
Never.
I think they're actually called colored corns.
Colored corns.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's different colors,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So there's
yes.
green,
Ama
yellow.
keep, Joe.
Yeah, man. And the process of making it, I'm still curious.
I'm also very curious with, and like, how do you make ama keep kahle?
Because some are
Iwenza
wet,
kanjani?
some are dry.
No,
but
when they're wet, it's like when they're basically fresh from the packet, and then they only
I mean,
become
that's
dry
why
if
we
they stay
have-
out for a long time.
I mean, we can't ask this question. Let's find out right now. That's why we have production. You know what I mean?
yeah, man. If you happen to know,
senza
man,
kanjani ama-skopas
I
lapho.
mean, if you happen to know, man, how the scopas are done, please tell
Sicela
us,
i-origin
because,
yama-skopas ukuthi
there are,
aqale nini.
there are myths out there that sometimes when they get dry, they will spoil. So maybe the lady or someone who's selling them will just give the son to. And that's why they're wet. It's a baby saliva. It does not kill anyone.
That myth is
yeah,
crazy.
It's a baby
yeah,
saliva.
That myth is
Amathi
crazy.
womntwana,
That
man.
myth is crazy.
Yeah,
They
man. I
lick
mean,
it.
no.
Phela when they're nice and wet, you can still taste the sweetness.
Well,
The
Fake man's
sweetness is
inokenza.
from what he's saying.
Right? Yeah, man. So it's a corn day, man. So if you know anything that's made of corn, man, just use this day to celebrate corn day.
Yeah, so my keep, it's called millie, as in millie, maize meal.
Mealy.
Yeah, it's millie pops.
Mealy pops.
And they come from what? They come from corn, because mealy also comes from corn.
But
That's
they
dope.
are
That's dope.
corn.
That's dope. That's
It's-
corn.
it's-
Yeah,
it's,
it's corn.
It's halfway. It's half cooked popcorns, man.
Half
I'm
cooked.
a
I wouldn't say
keep.
half cooked. Maybe I'd say
Because
they
immediately
are.
when it pops, it's like.
No,
hey,
but then there's a difference
balabo.
between ama popcorn and ama keep from with the way they look. So how do they get the shape that they have as ama keep? And then you look at the popcorns; those are the different shapes.
Yeah. Hey. Hey, before we move on, man, I have Hector right there. Say hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag Sivugile, hashtag 80th episode. I'll give you that. And then Spin City comes through and saying, good morning, I'm Vooka Mahle. My today in history. 30 years ago, I bought 50 cents from a friend. He calls me every day to come to town and give him his 50 cents. That time I'm spending 50 rands to get to town.
That's
I mean, I would
wild. Spin
understand
City.
because that 50 cent has grown value now.
Aye,
Maybe it's like
magam iwalatele
it's 60
yona.
something rand or 75 rands.
But-
30 years back.
Spin City, why didn't you give him his 50
Hey, but
cents
the
like
value
long
of
ago,
it
bro? Long ago, like, come on, bro.
Fiber up.
Come on, bro.
I mean, it's his
But
money.
but also
Give
the
him
friend.
back his
I,
money.
I don't.
guy.
I don't dispute that. I don't dispute that. But having to call somebody every day for 50 cents, bro. Damn.
Is there something wrong?
You must be
It's
down
my
bad.
money.
You must be
No,
down bad.
I
it's
borrowed
the
you the
principle.
money, guys.
It's the principle.
I borrowed you money, so bring it back. It doesn't
But you know, as
mean
friends,
how-
sometimes like you could come to me and say, yo, bro, lend me $50. I'll
Yeah.
give you, but I'm not expecting it back. Truly speaking.
But with this one,
But
the
not
story is
every
different.
friend is like
With
that. This one is
different.
expecting it back.
Remember that it doesn't mean, when I borrow you 50 cents, I take away the trust of, you're going to take away the trust of me borrowing you 50,000 rand in the future.
Okay, makes sense.
I'm
The
able to
principle,
trust
the
you. The principle, man.
makes
If you being borrowed something, bring it back. So 30 years ago, I mean, who's your friend, man? We can
Spend
donate for him.
Let's
10
donate.
cent,
We
10
can
cent.
donate. Yeah.
We go to town.
Let's even give him more because it's been 30 years. We'll give him 3 rand.
Interesting, man. And when you look into the calendar, the number of days we are into the year, today it is 162nd day of the year and 163rd in leap year. And we are only left with 203 days, 28 weeks remaining. So it is the time for you to make that impact. It starts now. And then speaking of celebrity birthdays, man, I will go back and say today we are celebrating Miss Elizabeth right there. You can see her on your screen. Once again, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. There we go.
Yeah! Hip hip!
Hooray.
Hooray!
Yeah, that's the queen that we are celebrating
yep.
today right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show that you're seeing there on your screen. May you continue to be blessed and have a very wonderful day ahead of you. And then let's look into some of the celebrities that are growing up today. We have Georgia Smith, born today 1997, turning 28 years old. Interesting fact about him, Georgia Smith won Brett's Critics' Choice Award in 2018. British and R&B singer who is known for songs like Blue Lights and Where Did I Go? The music video for her song A Prince has over 300,000 views on YouTube. Happy birthday, to Georgia Smith. And Thames is growing up today. Born 1995, she's turning 30 years
crush.
old, man. Interesting fact about her, she's a half British whose birth name is Temilade Obeniyi, is of British descent. Grammy-nominated Nigerian singer, songwriter, and composer known for her unique music and voice, which has been described as deep, velvety, and androgynous. She is also known for her collaboration with musicians like Drake and Khalid, as well as for her original music. In 2021, her second EP, If Orange Was a Place, reached the top 10 on the Billboard World Albums chart. The 2022 single Free Mind gained immense popularity. Very interesting. Happy birthday to her. And then on the next one, man, celebrating footballers right here, we have Kai Havertz. Born 1999, age 26 years old. Interesting fact, Kai Havertz has missed football games due to school. You should stick to school, my brother.
Carry on. That's the way to do it, my guy.
Homework.
Homework, bro. Go do your homework, my guy. Go do your homework, study
But
hard.
at the same time, you sacrifice for your passions. Look at him now, man.
Kai is
Look at him
missing. Oh man, is wasting so much opportunities, man. Come on, man.
What do you mean wasting?
He is wasting so much
It's
opportunities.
better to be an educated football player than a
That's
than
exactly
a
what Mo was saying.
non-educated
Whatever. We don't
one.
care as football fans. Man. We just want to see goals. We don't care.
For example,
don't
let's
care.
look at our former SA football players.
We are paying
that
to watch you
literally
play.
gave up on school. Like, I'm gonna be a soccer player now. But done and out to do, and they're asking us to donate.
No,
money.
not
I understand.
all of them. Not all of them. Though.
I
Not all.
understand.
Yeah, I'm not. It's not literally all of them, but I'm
mean-
also showing the fact that as much as
Education.
famous as you can be, having an educational background is at least it'll benefit you
I
some way or
understand.
another.
People need
we don't-
education.
but
You know,
look at our-
I'm coming from a football fan angle, right?
Yeah.
When I'm watching football on the DSTV that I paid for, I'm expecting to see real
I
drama.
want to see
Joe.
a goal. I want to see
People
a true
pay.
pass.
The reason why fans are like this is because, bruh, we pay. We pay to see you do that.
We don't care about
And you are not even
anything
called
else.
a footballer. You are called a professional footballer. If you are seeking an advice, you go to a what? A professional. He is a professional footballer. If you are missing goalposts,
Bro, then
go back to school.
Go. Homework, man.
Just
homework,
go back to
homework,
school. So a midfielder, he's a midfielder now because I know him as a striker.
Was
it
he a
makes
striker?
sense, man. He's a striker. Midfielder who has gained fame for his career in the German Bundesliga for Bayer Leverkusen. He became then second youngest player in February 2019 to appear in 75 Bundesliga matches with the club. In 2020, he began playing for Chelsea FC. He later joined Arsenal FC, in which he's still injured till this day. Go back to school. But happy birthday, man. Continue growing, and I wish you all the best with your football career. And then we have Kodak Black, who is growing up today. Born today, 1997, turning 28 years old. Interesting fact, musical inspiration. Kodak Black was inspired by rapper Lil Boosie when he became a solo artist.
For real? I didn't know that one. Lil Boosie, bro. If only you knew who Lil Boosie is. Lil
Yeah.
Boosie.
So rapper
That's
notable for
crazy.
singles such as No Floor King and Tunnel Vision, the latter are which debuted at 27 and later 6,
Shout out
marking his
Yak,
first
man.
top 10 hit on the US Billboard Hot 100 charts. Happy birthday to
Shout out
Kodak.
Yak, man.
And
Shout
everyone
out
who's
Yak.
growing up, man. If you would like to, celebrate someone's birthday that you know right there, do so by commenting down below on Facebook and YouTube by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. And that is all for our birthday celebrations. Now we are moving into improving our daily vocabulary. We spoke about skills. So in this month of youth empowerment, I think it is also very important to increase our way of speaking and our way of knowing different words that are out there so that we can be also participate in a better world for better people, right? And then before I go to the word of the day, Spin City comes back and say he calls every year on mom's birthday but never forgets to say let's meet in town. He wants his money from grade 2
Thank you,
and would
Spencer.
love to have him on the show. He's an interesting character.
Thank you, Spencer.
Yeah.
Maybe we should.
Yeah,
Let's
he should
check.
come, man. He
Oh,
should
phone
come.
every year ka birthday ya mama.
Yeah, and reminds you, hey, Baba, I know your mom is growing, but my fiber up, Joe.
That's what.
Yeah,
That's
but
what.
grade
My
2,
fiber
Joe.
up.
Could this be a riddle?
A riddle.
Wait. Start over. Read it again.
So 30 years ago, I borrowed 50 cents from a friend. He calls me every to come to town and give him his 50 cents. That time I'm spending 50 rand to get to town, right?
Yeah.
He borrowed 50 cents 30 years ago, and the friend calls him
Every year.
when his mom's birthday
Birthday.
to say,
I want my 50
I
cent.
want my 50
And then
cent.
the second part says what?
He calls every year on mom's birthday, but never forgets to say, let's meet in town. He wants his money from grade 2, right? And would love to have him on the show. He's an interesting character. Come on, guys, we are overthinking
No,
this.
I don't think
It's
that's
just a
riddle.
friend who's... Just give him his money, man. Hey,
Spin
now
City.
we are busy.
Khulumani qiniso ngikhalela
See now, I'm
Navi-
exercising my brain. My brain is doing this. I'm out here thinking, hey, bro, mega mind. I'm about to grow into.
Yeah, man. But if it's a riddle, man, please tell us. But
Nah. If it's a riddle,
not.
just
It's
nah.
not.
It was gonna sound
It's
like a
not.
riddle, I think.
It's not. So let's look into our
But if it is, hey, that's a good one.
word of the day for today, right? So the word for today is I don't know if I should read it the way.
Please read it.
But already, man, my intrusive thoughts is like, come on, this is the Kwela.
Yeah, Gwen. Gwen on the highest.
Read the word
So
first.
the word is quellas, man. Quellas.
Yeah,
Is
quellas.
it- I think the UEU is
It's what?
culus.
Ah,
Culus.
is it?
Yeah,
Wait.
culus, because when you spell Q is QUE, right? Culus. So this one is QUEULOUS.
Culus.
Culus. Culus. Culus. Culus. Almost clueless. Q-less.
Q-U-less.
There's
Q-U-less.
Q-less.
Yeah,
As in Q-less.
Q-less.
As in, like, that's how you pronounce it.
Q-less.
Q-U-less.
I think so.
Q-U-less. No, guys. I don't think so.
Q-U-less.
It's Q-U-E, right?
Q-U-E-U.
EU.
Q-U-less. It makes sense.
I think the one E
Makes
has to be
sense.
silent. Like how you spell lasagna.
Q.
How you spell lasagna with the G, but
Q-U-less.
the G is silent. You don't say like lasagna.
Yeah.
You know.
Lasagna.
Yeah, you say
Lasagna.
lasagna.
Yeah.
I think the E is probably silent.
All right,
So-
let's do this.
No,
now.
let's
Let's do this and
Help
found
us.
a proper pronunciation from our
Q-less.
friend All right, apologies for that. We had some of the technical issues, but I hope everything is fixed. But yes, it is fixed. The conversation still continues right there on our social media platform. Facebook will be up in no time. Just after 5 minutes, everything will be up. But on YouTube, we're still running. So do make sure that you stay with us until the end of the show. 14 minutes till we hit 9 o'clock. We're still toiling right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, right? So we're still looking for a perfect or a correct pronunciation for the word of the day, because we are aimed at improving our everyday today vocabulary, right? So I think there is a mistake on the word itself, because when I go and search this word, right, I get the querulous.
Yeah.
Querulous.
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 That's
Yes, the meaning is the same. So this is because it's saying complaining in rather petulant or whining manner. Even that side, it says complaining in a petulant and a whining manner. Habitually complaining. So it's in you.
it's habitually complaining.
It's in you.
Querulous.
Right? Querulous.
Querulous.
You're such a querulous. What?
Yeah.
Querulous.
You're such a querulous.
So they say it's complaining in a petulant or whining manner, habitually complaining. That is the definition, right? So before, the word, it's spelled as follows. It's Queulo. No, I'm spelling the wrong thing now. It's Querulous. Querulous. Oh, thank God I finished school, man. The spelling test, yes, says. Right? So it's
Querulous.
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 Yes.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah, querulous.
That's the one. And then the
Querulous.
definition is complaining in a petulant or whining manner, habitually complaining. That is the definition. It means complaining in a petulant or whining manner, habitually complaining. How would you use it in a sentence? Sentence example is, my little brother gets querulous when he's hungry, complaining about everything until he gets his food, right? My little brother gets querulous when he's hungry, complaining about everything until he gets his food, right? That's the word. How would you guys use this word in a sentence?
You know my examples, man. My
Yeah.
examples are my life examples, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Querulous, right?
Yeah.
Querulous. Sometimes I get clients that are very much querulous, complaining about the weather outside because my studio is a garage.
Yeah. Sometimes what?
Sometimes the clients complain. No, sometimes I get querulous clients complaining about the cold conditions in my studio because it's a garage. Yeah. How would you use the word?
I have to deal with I can't say the word. Guys, I can't even say the
Nah,
word.
that's we learning. That's the whole purpose of learning.
It's not in
Of
my
the word of the
vocabulary.
day.
Yeah, say it. Let's say it together. Querulous.
Querulous.
Yeah.
Querulous.
On a day-to-day basis, I have to deal with 3 querulous kids because I do not want to dance with them. I'm too tired to dance with the bambinos at home, man.
Now that's a riddle right there. That's the riddle of the day.
Querulous. Querulous. I mean, it's complaining and being a petulant, whining manner. I mean, for me, I would never describe myself as that. I avoid being querulous at all time because I know it's contagious, right? So yeah, that's how I would just use.
You cooked there. You
Yeah.
added Norox. There's aromatic there. You cooked. You
I
cooked.
avoid it all the time, man. I avoid all the time to become, querulent, because it gets you, and I know that it is contagious. So it's easy to catch it. It's easy to really catch it. But yeah, man, I know these words, man, they just, push people away. Sometimes we'll come to, we'll try to be lenient with you. But if you're watching right now, how would you use that word, man? Querulous, right? This coiling thing now is nice.
Hey, man, is he missing the queluras now?
And I'm just imagining how a Xhosa
Querulous.
person will pronounce this like I got look this querulas. It's querulas.
Yeah, man.
Wee. That's how they spell Q. Xhosa people. It's Kwiwi.
For real. This nigga.
Yeah, but tell us how you would use the word right there. Our word of the day is querulous, right? How would you use this in your day to day? And let me repeat on what it means, right? It means complaining in a petulant or whining manner. Habitually complaining, right? It's a habit, right? That you always complain. So 9 minutes till we hit 9 o'clock. And of course, man, you know that it is Comedy Wednesdays. And speaking of comedy, man, we always bring you fire guests right here. We're going to take a short break, and then after we're going to be joined by JP Wenkani, known by Njabulo Ndiaza. He is a stand-up comedian, musician, rapper, presenter, and an actor. A man with so many talents, man. He is here and is going to be sharing his journey with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. All you need to know, man, is just to buckle up for this wonderful Comedy Wednesday. If you have any questions for him, do make sure that you post them right there by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Or if you would like to call him in and speak to him right here in studio, the number to dial is 06049333226. 06049333226. Let us see each other after the break, as he is going to be joining us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So don't go anywhere.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Swell Appeal Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Swell Appeal Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
Hey family.
Hi, my name is Tisiga Mazibugo Shabalala.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
My name is Musi Miss.
My name is Ketua Ketumguni
On the Vooka
Vooka Breakfast Show.
Every weekdays from 7 a.m.
to 10 a.m.
This is where we are going to have our topical discussion featuring various aspects from different fields.
We're going to take care of you and it's going to be amazing, man. Right now I'm on the set of the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blink-On Network.
Do not forget to subscribe.
That's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms.
Vooka.
See you there.
All right, man, 4 minutes till we hit 9 o'clock. And as promised, bringing you that daily dose of positivity and your energetic start to your day. It is a Comedy Wednesday, man. Laughter is the best medicine, as the old age says. Till today, man, people still believe that. And people who do that are the comedians who always keep us warm with those jokes that they share, whether through social media platforms or through their performances. It's what we celebrate them for being what they are and the careers that they have chosen for themselves. And as I have spoken before the break, we're going to be joined by JP Wenkani, and he is here on the table with us. Let us just give him a warm welcome right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Yeah, Mr. JP, good morning.
Ngiyaphila baba kunjani?
Yeah, ngiyaphila. And sithanda ukubonga isikhathi sakho, for coming right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, man, to share your journey with us right here. Ukuthi abantu bayazi ukuthi ubani uJP Wenkani.
Man, manje why ukhuluma isiZulu mawukhuluma nami kade ukhuluma isilungu sonke la. Uyanginyatha, thatha otherwise. Lungile qhubeka naso isiZulu ke. It's fine.
Hayi, let me speak.
Speak, brother, speak.
Yeah, no. Let me speak English, man, because like we really, welcome you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, and thank you for taking your time, man, to come here, because we know that you guys have a lot of things that you're doing. You're always busy, looking for gigs, going, all over the place. But now, someone is watching at home, and he's been hearing a gama. JP Wenkani. For someone who's watching and listening, please, man, tell us, who is JP Wenkani?
JP Wenkani. But more ngamazi nawe angazi kanjani because manje sengifamous phela. Yeah, and ngigqoke ne-matric jacket uyangibona. Ngenzela abantu abangithatha kancane njengawe. Hayi, ngiwe esikoleni.
Emanyani vele ke 20 kwanemi jacket.
Lalela, wena ungikhohlwa manje.
Yazi bengalano kunawo uthi ufaka u-matric jacket.
Ngiyabazi bacabanga ukuthi angifundanga.
2015. Class of 2015.
2015, yeah.
Yeah, mfethu JP Wenkani. I'm from Alexandra actually, but originally from KZN. So I'm a stand-up comedian, actor. Actually, I'm an artist. Yeah. That's what I can say for now. Because I can do almost everything in art. Yeah.
So now let's track back, man, to you growing up. Ukuthi ukhula kwakho, how was it, man? Growing up, cheese boy, bekunzima.
Thina abanye phela sikhule ngenye indlela, mina phela ngiqale ngakhulela emakhaya ngazoqedela eGoli, so uyabona ukuthi ngazi different lives kahle because emakhaya mfethu yabona emakhaya kwenzakalani. Emakhaya phela kunzima, yabo fana seGoli. Emakhaya bengilusa mina. Kahle ngithi uyazi mawumzulu phela mawumzulu like it's like mawumzulu ngathi uyisoldier somewhere somehow yabo because like mawukhula like awubona bakutrain understand kanjani mawukhula lapha emakhaya manyo lusa baniqhatha lapha niyalwa just nje net for control masenikhulile sekune stage manje sokulwa ke professional leso ukuthi manje bathi neyinsizwa nilwa induku uyabona and ba convince abakuthetha phela isport lesi samazulu. And guess what?
Now we are engaged.
Yeah, and phela mangabe uyinsizwa. If wena awunayo ingozi awuzange ushaywe, shuthi awele insizwe week. Shuthi kumele bekushaye ngoba uzoba insizwa serious.
Interesting.
Then but bekumnandi because basifundisa impilo mfethu almost kahle mangathi mangisuka emakhaya ngifike ngazi ukuthi kwamele ngirespect eGoli because emakhaya bakufundisa ukuthi anyone can beat you. Ungambuki umuntu umthathe kancane. That's why isikhatho. Yabo ngiyadlala mabethi but the reason isikhatho lapha ukuthi uunderstand ukuthi umuntu angaba mfishane angaba muda ngaba esidudla ungambuki ucabanga ukuthi cause angakushaya. So manje thina sishayiwe mangifika la eGoli nginokubuka nje ngibona ngithi hey lesidudla lesayisingangiphichiza lesiyabo. So ngafika ke ngahlala Alexandra. I mean I'm from Alex and life there man. It's nice but it's hard.
Kunama challenges wa.
Amaningi but
akazobona amaroto
phela ngiphila nawo nina like nina understand nokuzwa abantu bethi yabona like into mophila nayo igcine iphathi empilo yakho nokuzwa nina nithi nina ha uhulumeni mela siza abantu base Alexandra bakhipha amaroad baba phela ilife yethu leya manje ngakhipha amaroad vele kusho ukuthi thina asaphelelanga yabo serious phila nawo like amarodo bethu kunamarodo abalekile phela yeah like wena ngeke wazi kunamarodo a important like serious yabona kuthiwa for example mina ngeke ngabona komunye umuzi lapha amarodo akasave umshado lapha Alexander yeah kusho ukuthi lo baba lo usebenza ebusuku manje mayesebenza ebusuku lo mama lo asale faka omunye ubaba lapha mayethi amfaka lo baba mayeqala ethi uyakhumula lapha avela angena agcwala indlu amagondwana amanye agijima phezulu kweinyawo zakhe amanye ahamba ngeentambo zogesi lapha mayesathi umangela amanye athatha iwallet angena nawo phansi wakwata lo baba waphuma wahamba asevika kanjani umshado eGomora ke yeah but kumnandi bafethu
yeah so now ne ukuza kwakho la elona eGauteng so umuntu makasemakhaya yini lezi engqondweni ukuthi ay man I think kumele ngiye eGauteng and see ukuthi impilo injani like what came to your mind at first for you to come this side?
Okay, for me to come this side actually to be honest I came because I wanted to ukuthi ngihlale nabazali bami bo2 because manje bona bebehlala la eGoli but honestly mangikhula bengiregreta kakhulu le nto leya because ziningi izinto esizitsheliwe ngeGoli and ngicabanga ukuthi kungcono eGoli mawuza mawusuka emakhaya uze sewuthe uba mdalanyana because ilife la ifast and is challenging kakhulu uyangunderstand so mawusuka emakhaya kahle basically mawumuntu osekhulile usufuna ukuyosebenza yeah and bayalethe ukuthi kunamantombazana amahle la eGoli and angakwenza ungasabuki yeah bake basitshela ke
Fazwe phepha
yeah and ngiyambona omunye la eduze kwabo ngiyahamba la
njani ya pantsulela fana njengama ungeke phela
yeah but kodwa nje kahle masize eGoli thina kahle suke sozama impilo yabo but mina ke unfortunately mina angisabuyele emakhaya kunaloko ngiyaphesheya mina ngiyaphambili
yeah qhubeka ngempilo yeah and then manje uyafika eGoli uhlanganisa into zakho icomedy ke manje inspiration yakhona iphuma phi and iqala kanjani
shoot yazi ke le comedy yahlekisa ke yona bo ngoba manje shoot mina ngilomuntu talkative yabo kakhulu nasesikoleni bebazi mina ngithanda ukuxoxa manje inkinga la elokishini ngisanokuthi ngiyaxoxa bangiphazamisa abanye bangiphikisa abanye bangifakazela and manje mina lento legcina ngiconfuse istory sami so manje ngizibuza ngithi ngenza kanjani ukuthi ngikhulume ngiyi1 abantu bangilalele bese belalele lento engiyishoyo ayi shoot manje kunomfowethu engiphila naye bathi umfazi omhlophe ke vele bese yenza yena icomedy sihlala sonke angithi mina ake sihambe bavuke ngiyobuka lento yenzayo lapha angifika lapha na man labantu bayama stage bayakhuluma abantu bathulile mawuthi uyakhuluma bayakuthulisa bayalalela abantu bayahleka ngithi mina this is it vele ngifuna abantu balalele mina yangayiqala kanjalo ke icomedy ke luckily kanti vele ngifani ke hayi ke izinto zayihambela njengoba ngela ekhaya namhlanje
so manje ke your experience ke your first gig owayithola was it something ukuthi bowuthukile you had to go through all of the emotion the nerves or it's something ovele wangena wayishaya nje
into engayisho mfethu ngathi mina mhlambe like more comedian I don't believe ukuthi kune comedian elengathuki mina I'm always nervous like ngicabanga ukuthi into eyenza ngibe nervous ukuthi ngiserious ngalento engifuna ukuyenza and ngifuna ukuyenza perfect so ngistruggle ukuthi every time mangizongena kwi-gig ngiyathuka and abantu bangikhulumisa ngathi bangazi when uyangikhulumisa ngapha mina ngicabanga into engizoyisho lapha stage so always ngihlale ngithukile
and then what sets you apart from other comedians yini ekwenza unique wena ukuba ukuthi ube JB wenkala
yabona ke leyo ke interesting ngoba manje ifaka abanye abantu yabo mina kodwa into engenza ngibe unique ukuthi mina angithuki inhlamba and mina I'm that comedian ukuthi ungangifaka anywhere noma ngabe kuphi mina noma ngabe abantwana abancane noma ngabe enye into mina ngitshontsha ama jokes and angiphinda ama jokes abanye banokuphinda ama jokes audience izithi hayi siyalazi lelo yabo so mina nje ngihleli ngiyimi yabo
avoiding inhlamba man because I can tell you man it's something that we always spoke about you know namajithi ukuthi yazi sometimes mawubhekelela icomedy man I wish ukuthi inhlamba bangayehlisa kancane you know just to accommodate abantu abangayithandi inhlamba hence abanye abantu they will prefer more abo Trevor Noah you know those comedians but but hearing ukuthi nawe inhlamba
phela mfethu lento yenhlamba le mina ngathini mina ngicabanga ukuthi mina ngokwami like I'm sorry if ngi-offend abanye abantu but mina ngokwami ngicabanga ukuthi ama-comedian adila ngenhlamba kakhulu mina to me akusiwa ama-comedian ngaleyo ndlela kahle kahle angisho ukuthi mhlawumbe ngeke ukhuluma izinto ezisili lapho nalapho mhlawumbe sometimes but kunabantu abaphila ngayo le nto le angi-understand ukuthi what's there to learn what's there to teach yabo ngezinto ezikanjalo so mina ngiyithathi leyo nto leyo njenge-comedy it's a pity ukuthi ngoba abantu baziyona kakhulu that's why kuba nzima ukuthi bakubhuke uma uthi uyi-comedian bacabanga ukuthi yo uzofika emshadweni ethuka inhlamba yabo.
Okay, so would you say that you consider your comedy to be more educational and a bit inspirational than sarcastic and cursing?
Yeah kakhulu yazi mangakwenzela isibonelo nje I can say ukuthi anginayo sibonelo mina ngaphakathi ngiyamenza khona manje kusho ukuthi ngimenza nawe ke wena uma kasibonelo but serious mina eyami comedy bafethu honestly like angizikhulumeli noma ungangena ku social media noma ikuphi mina ngihlezi ngilo muntu ngicabanga ukuthi mina kahle kahle into engenze ngaba so ukuthi mina ngifisa ukuqeda lento ye-tribalism nama racism yonke that's why mina ngifuna ukungena yonke indawo ngifuna ukuqualifya kuwo wonke ama language that's why ngikwazi ukukhuluma almost onke ama language ase South Africa yabo ngani ngokuthi mina kahle ngifuna kube khona umuntu engimshiye eceleni entweni engiyenzayo. That's why
accommodate man, interesting. And one of course right now ufuna ukubuza ukuthi mana JB wenkani lelo gama liza kanjani?
Okay ithi ngitshele le gama leli kahle kahle abantu abaningi baliphambanisa so thini shuthi le gama laphuma esikoleni bengifika la eGoli ngifunda namanye amantombazana amaXhosa yabo shuthi ke mina vele ngumuntu othanda ubethanda ukuhlala namantombazana kakhulu mhlawumbe ngiyi1 bayi17 yabo ngihleli nje siyaxoxa imkelo yana ke ngidla indaba so kwi generation bekukhona lo baba lo abathi uJabulani umalume kaSibusiso bayazi mari generation
malume JB
shoot manje mina bengumuntu othi mangikhuluma izinto bezivele zenzeke mina ngumuntu kanjalo most of the time so lo baba lo wathi ngelinye ilanga mina nguJB umlomo ongathethi imanga ngakusasa lamantombazana mayifika asengibiza ngoJB yathi vele wena uJB umlomo ongathethi imanga then kuze kuzongena leli lokuthi wenkani mina ngoba ngishilo ngithi mina ngiartist mina ngisafareke kulento ukuthi mina ngumZulu yabo mangifika la eGoli mangithi ngiyangena kuma hip hop sessions le ntwana lezi zama chain lezi labo sikhulu njengale ayibona le ziyanyatsa
brother
ziyanyatsa bo like sinokuthi lo mZulu lo akazi nix yabo like mina kwi art mina ngingene ngenkani even yonke indawo even kwi comedy mara inkani yami akusiki ukuthi like niyangifaka la mina bengiziprove mawuthi angazi nix bengithi mangifika stage ngikukhombisa ukuthi ngathi mina ngazi kangcono ukudlula wena kade usho kanjalo ileyo nkani yami ke ukuthi mina ngiyangena la kufanele ngingene khona noma bekuthiwa ke abanye abantu abafuni.
I shout out man, that's so creative man. And now speaking of being creative, ama-joke awatshontsha ngithi so manje sikhulume nge-creative style sakho, you know, how do you come up with your jokes man? You know, how do you come up the processing? Uyabhala or into ezizelayo mase stage then uyalahlela?
Okay, mina angibhali joke engingenayo. Ngibhali joke ukuthi ngingayikhohlwa. Cause ngicabanga ukuthi mind iprocess izinto eziningi kakhulu. So njengoba ngiyibhala phansi isuka la ekhanda lami. So mina ngathi kahle kahle i-comedy man kimi into elula. Cause angiforced ukuba omunye umuntu angihlekisi futhi mangamele ngihlekisa makumele ngihlekisa ijoke lami nami angilazi lihlekisa kuphi ngilibona selihlekisa nje kushuthi mina ngikhuluma lento engisuke ngiyicabanga ngaleso sikhathi then kube inhlanhla.
So ama-comedian amaningi they say they have this experience of dying on the stage. Dead on the stage. Have you ever experienced that?
Yeah but mina ngaka experience ngalendlela engizothi ngafa cause la ngife khona man ngihlezi ngibona ngathi man bekune mistake mhlambe crowd or mhlambe bekungenye indlela ishow let's say for example kune show engafa kuyo like ngibona ukuthi man le host le iyo ekhipha abantu kwi comedy so thina masongena vele singene ebantwini abangekho kwi comedy cause lo muntu mina but ngibabonile abantu befa yabo and abantu bayafa bafethu yabo and mina ngiunderstand ukuthi ungafa kay 5 uqhubeke ungayiki comedy ngiunderstand lento and lento yenzeka and bayabhukhwa ke labantu abafa angazi kanjani like yabo like impilo ayikho fair the way ngibona
kanjani ufile
and bayabhukhwa phela mawungabheka kuma comedy show kugcwele abantu abafayo ngoba nabadumile nabo bayafa nasema radio bayafa.
So manje as much as khuluma ngabantu being in front of people and ulahlela stuff sakho phambi kwabantu, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you are now fighting nomuntu ose crowded manje about what you said?
Ngabe ngiqamba manga like lento ngiyibona ezimina ngishilo like mina ngazi mfethu mhlambe inhlanhla kaNkulunkulu because ngoba ngisho ukuthi mina angicabanga ukuthi ngicreative ngicabanga ukuthi yimi mina nganja mina the way ngingakhona wonke umuntu because mina mangenza ama jokes angibhekise ebantwini mhlambe ngingenza example yale joke engilishoyo mhlambe ngawe mhlambe kayi1 nakhona that's why wonke umuntu kungekho lulu ukuthi angi-attack because izinto engikhuluma ngazo mhlambe ngixoxa story or ngixoxa into ezenzeka or noma kuthiwa mhlambe ngixoxa ngento eke yakwehlela wena angikhombi wena ngiyayi-explain lento ukuthi phela kunento eziso sizakala so mhlambe ngenze isibonelo yabo so angikaze mina ngiyiface indaba yokuthi bangithuke kodwa baningi ngibabona bebashana ngempama ene ngiyahleka ke lapho.
So do you use like our day-to-day problems, do you raise them and use them in your jokes just to raise social awareness?
Like everything uyabona lento ibuyela kulento engishoyo like mina mfethu angikho creative anginakho ukuthi ngikhuluma ngani mina like ngikhuluma ngalento that's why ngithi angiyibhala ijoke engingenayo lento efikile ejoke kimi bese ngiyibhala phansi ngakhuluma ngabo Trump anything but nje into mina ngingakhuluma ngazo kakhulu ezithi noma sifike ekhanda ngizikhipha into ezifana nenhlamba nama copulation ngaleyo ndlela mhlawumbe kuyokwenzeka mhlawumbe kayi1 but into engiyibonayo ama comedy amaningi ayithanda copulation because iyabasiza masebefa yabo
And then manje in terms of speaking about some of the things that you have enjoyed doing and the winnings, izinto zenzile that you are proud of and the people that you have worked with, you care to share some of those moments with maybe the biggest stage you've been with, you've worked with one of the biggest comedians in the industry, you've worked, traveled, did tours, which one of those moments nje?
Nje cause ngoba mina ngishathi ngiartist ku hip hop I can say ngisebenze kunengoma esayenza ngiyazi phela lapho ngoba yaphuma mara bese yami bekwenye amajita se Orange Farm bekuno Pitch Black da then manje latest EP yabo for the same guys but the Timeline Radio lapho Timeline Music I'm sorry lapho Orange Farm kunengoma engikuyo lapho engenza chorus
kuphe emajazini
Is
it straight Orange Farm or amajazini or Thule Mntwana?
Mina ngisuwa Orange Farm ngibuza ngamajazi kubanda so angazi what do you mean mina ngisho ingoma engiyenze nabo ukuthi kuphi kusemajazini or ke ayike angazi ke but le EP le it's called Ithuba so ngisengomeni ezithu lapha kule uqala ingoma yakhona ithi emculweni igama layo khona uLaverage khona uAnzo then bese kuba khona ama artists wakhona lapha amanye ke njengabo Protocol abo Talks Lenyora abo Priggle Jail then kukhona enye number 5 lapho ethi iqhude then I'm also doing i chorus la then ke ku hip hop njalo ku stand up comedy abantu engisebenze nabo Osmoke Nyembe unyembe ngiyazi namanje ukuthi ungibhekele lapha ungibukile lapha uyasho ukuthi lentwana le Smoke Nyembe yabozikho baningi nje bonkuza umfazi kodwa umuntu engisebenza naye nje full time umfazi omhlophe thina ke mina ngathi most of the time thina sidila ngama shows wethu si ukuthi mhlawumbe asiwathanda ama show abanye abantu but abasibooking ngaleyo ndlela angazi ke why ke yabo but ke ngisebenze nabo bo smoke ngoba ngishilo nabo kekethu hutamo baningi kahle ama comedy amaningi ngisebenze nawo kodwa umuntu engisebenza naye kakhulu umfazi omhlophe njengamanje sine show ezoba nge28 November amathikithi ayatholakala online kwihawula ifunga ya kwihawula lapha usheshe ngoba kusase 200 uvuka ngo-October
I big shout out, man. Those are some of the big names that a lot of people know in the industry and now you're doing a lot of things, man. Musician, rapper, actor, presenter, also a comedian. So manje, do you use maybe spansako sok rapper and mix it with comedy, uzamuguzang style or style of comedian and now changing it into rapping, acting, presenting and things like that?
Bona umbuzo wakho omuhle lo. Ezingishilo like mina nama ngizazi mfethu mina ngikwazi ukuexplain because mina ngenza lento engicabangela ngezosikhathi yabo but into ebengakaze ngiyifake for now it's rapping we comedy but acting nani into ehambisana naye comedy konke yabo because more stand up comedian you are actor lapha ungazinakanga ukuthi you are act but ngiyazi ukuthi ngelinye ilanga bazongibona sengicula abantu lapha stage because into engiyenzayo but angeke ngiprepare like iyozenzakalela the day izokwenzakala the day kumele ngihlekisa abantu ngaloko kuyoba kanjalo
as umuntu enza izinto eziningi. Let's speak about support now. Do you have a support oyidingayo or you still working on getting the right support from your family, your friends or your colleagues in general?
Support ke bafethu yona into enzima kakhulu empilweni yabo like lento mawukhuluma ngayo mina ingenza ngibe emotional kakhulu because kunabantu abaningi abangaziyo mina ngaziwa abantu abaningi kakhulu I know but akufani i-reaction ayifani man mase kumele kusupportwane yabo but kuma fans like khona abantu mina mangenza ama show angibabizi kahle abantu abangilandelayo ngama fans ngibabiza ngefamily because I believe ukuthi ngiqale kubo ukuthola support yabo like ifamily ngizothini ifamily mhlawumbe masenze ishow enkulu obviously ifamily izofika izothenga ama ticket lapha but they are not aware ukuthi kahle ijourney ikanjani kwenzakalana yabo they know nje mase kufika kulawo ma show lawa makhulu ngeke ngibasole ke mina cause thina sabantu basemakhaya bahlezi benalento ukuthi uyokwenza lento zakho zokuhlekisa anifuna umsebenzi nokhanwane impela libe lokuhlekisa yabo angibasole
man, interesting. Right there on YouTube I have Tumza6 at good morning Mavuka Mahle #sivukile #Vooka Breakfast Show. Shout out to JP man Mo and Umagasbone Free Piri. Thanks for the fire show man. Shout out that's a comment and ukubonisa uthando khona lapho kuwe. And then manje let's speak about you ukuthola ama gig. How do you position yourself to say you get gigs? Do you have a manager? Do you have a marketing team? How do you work around that?
Well, I don't have a manager, but I do have a manager of myself. That's me. And the way mina ngimarketing ngakhona umsebenzi wami we are doing content ku TikTok. We have 2 pages lapha. It's JP and Mfazi Omhlophe stand up comedy. Should lapho poster nje maskade siyo perform ama video then sibe noMfazi Omhlophe and JP wenkani where we do the content okuyiyona ngicabanga ukuthi lately iyona engiveze ebantwini kakhulu like iyona engiyibonayo engathi izongifakela ama-gig nyana athi ukuthi understand so ngicabanga ukuthi social media for now iyo engenzela umsebenzi wami ube kangcono.
One of the intriguing question one would ask is does comedy have money?
Phela mawukhuluma ngemali ukhuluma ngecomedy. Like imagine we are selling something people they can never have, they can never get like akudingi ukuthi uyohlanganisa uyomixa inini uthenga ama material inini like I'm just selling you what I'm going to tell you phela so yonke le mali iza kimi. For example if nje abantu bangagcwala kule show esiyenzayo nge28 obvious so besenze imali icomedy inemali kakhulu just nje kwamele uthole abantu aba-right ne-fan base right ezokusupport but imali yona
it's there
khona mina ngibona ngabo smoking nyembo
ukuthi imali ikhona you have any question man?
No, man. So far, how much of an impact has your acting journey had in terms of your comedic journey? Because I see that you do a whole lot of things. Do you ever feel like sometimes your other creative sides take away from your comedy side, or sometimes you feel like you're focusing too much on the comedy and less on the other creative sides? So the main question, Gahle, is how do you balance all of these?
Angibalance into yenza ngingabalance ngicabanga ukuthi ama gig we acting kakhulu angiwatholi kakhulu angikaze ngiwathole kakhulu even ama gig of music angikaze ngiwathole kakhulu so into ehamba kakhulu njengamanje it's comedy and into yenza ukuthi ngiqine kuyo kakhulu it's because lezi zinye ngiziqale kuqala but yona ithe mayifika kwangathi ifike yaveza the real me ukuthi man wena man uwe lo so angizibalance lezi zinto ama acting angikho kuyo kakhulu because awekho ama gig but maye ngaba khona angisho ukuthi ungangiqashi ungangiqasha khululeka
nami ngifana nawe nami I'm still waiting on my acting gigs yafana mina njani
hayi bengisholo yokufana nawe umuhle ngendlela yakho bengilungisa le yokufana asifana
ayindleba yikho la indleba yikho la
I have a question for people that speak English, bro, how do you pronounce your name? Because yesterday I was trying to pronounce your name, you know what I said?
So are you telling me there's a way of pronunciation in English and in Venek? Or am I lost? Is that way?
No, the problem is that Steven struggles with pronouncing vernacular
that's your struggle, man. Then you better suffer. It's fine. How? What do you mean? It's JP Wengani. Even whites, they say so, but they always say Jay.
You see.
But you are not white. Why are you like this?
No, man, no. So what happened was normally.
Oh, you are white inside.
Yeah, I am white inside, by the way.
Shame on you. Sorry.
Partly.
Sorry.
Yeah, man.
Donald Trump is waiting for you.
Are you no longer asking?
They're roasting you.
My question was clear. I didn't ask it.
Steven.
It's okay.
For some
They finished you, my friend.
Yeah, mara le ukuthi ngihlanganisa uJB nalo wenkani vele ngenze ngamabomu like mina I always want ukuthi abantu like bebe nale yanto ukuthi enhle kwenzakalani what's this ngiyazi ukuthi le gama leli ngeke ulikhohle because unama question ukuthi enhle igama elinjani uzohlezi ulikhumbula noma ungasakhumbula ukuthi libhalwa kanjani olibizwa kanjani uzofuna ukulibheka futhi
because to tell you vele it's what into yenzekile izolo before sihamba you know when we do your thumbnail guys were like guys yini le manje like kwenzakala a lot of people were asking ukuthi kwenzakalani you know and it's something manje you confirm you know getting clarity ukuthi man people should ask ukuthi kwenzakalani
like mina ngicabanga ukuthi igama lami because thina sabantu emakhaya bakunikeza igama ngegameko or izinto ezenzakalile empilweni yakho or wena ozenzile ngicabanga ukuthi igama vele mina into ekumele uexplain mina ngicabanga ukuthi kumele ngibe negama umuntu understandayo shu leyo nto ayenzakalanga because phela igama lami li situation yami
interesting man. So now mawuqeda ukuperforma we know that they say laughter is the best medicine yini enilapha abantu laphaya you know abantu baza nenkinga zabo
very much.
And then when they see you performing man umuntu uphuma jabulile with a smile you know they are healed. So after when you absorb leyo energy what is your medicine?
None.
Really?
Yeah, actually, like ngakhulumela nabanye abantu. Tina, we are going through a lot. Like me, I'm a comedian. I have WhatsApp
Yeah.
ngenela ama message apaya amaningi like people wanna talk,
Yeah.
people think with me I'm always free, I'm always okay,
Yeah,
yabo.
yeah.
So like there's no one okubuzayo ukuthi wena how are you, yabo. And so asina medicine thina ngisho ukuthi we're gonna die when we die. I don't know how, but
Yeah.
we just go, we move forward because tata inkinga zabantu phela.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have some Facebook comments, Konalane, and then in the comments I got Majaivane. Umajaivane salute lapo JB, and then in the comment futhi akamangetse zwani. Imakancane nathi ngizilungise yabona izulu. Ukubuza nga
Alala, mama kasibonela.
Awenza njani manje umakasibonelo manje?
ke motswana nabathomba modimo la go ntesa.
Awukhona ubala mo.
Ke sizulu ke motswana.
Ukubuza ngamajazi kubanda so.
How? Ngibuza
Kule ndawo bayibiza emajazini eOrange Farm.
Ukubuza ngamajazi la, but yeah man, those are the comments from Mangethe Zwane.
Asaqhubeka futhi
Yeah,
lapho.
yeah, athi
nabalandeli thina.
yeah.
Swara balam.
Yeah, this man is the
Asithathe
big man.
kancane.
Yeah. Akumelanga banithathe
Yazi
kancane.
nje ungangibona nje ngihamba ngeTaxi umangalo uJoy.
Yeah, so Mangethe yeza athi JP inkani kuphela nukenyeke. Me never represent haya isingakhi lesi manje. Me never represent uMangethe woqobo. Okay, thinge kubaba kathi.
I will not die alone, Baba. You will die
So
with me.
ubaba kasiyamthanda Nyembe athi please ask him about Smokey Nyembe.
Why should you ask me about him? Because that's him. I don't understand. Please ask him about me. What do you mean? Growing old, you become crazy.
I think Baba Kasiyamthanda should, emphasize on your question ukuthi yini le ufuna ukuthi, simbuze yona about Smokey Nyembe. I think maybe that's how, he wanted to put his question ukuthi maybe
but
working with him. Yeah, working with him.
ngayiphendula like uSmokey ngizothini like uSmokey Grootman yabo.
Yeah.
But uSmokey like now mo intwana encane njengami like ukwenza ukuthi ube grand man. Yeah, like mawusebenza na ngikhumbula njoba ngibhukhile I think last month mangaphosisi kade ngibhukhile la eshowini yakhe. Anginamoto ke mina ke ungilandile. Kamnandi sihamba nomfowethu umfazi omhlophe wasisa kwakhe. Kamnandi like uyacater ngalendlela ukuthi nawe uza ukuthi man angizange emsebenzini kuphela but le Grootman leli line care yabo ngisho kanjalo umuntu othi mawusebenza naye uyakunakekela yabo.
Yeah, interesting. I hope that you are answered khona lapho wena Baba Kasiyamthanda on Facebook. If you still have more questions, man, keep them coming because right now we're about to end the discussion with JP Wenkani, who's a stand-up comedian. So now let's speak about motivating, man, because it's Youth Month now.
Yeah.
The young cats, they need empowerment from you guys who have done a lot of work, right?
Yeah.
So Quintwana right now who wants to be an aspiring comedian, njengawe, what message do you have for them?
Yo, message yami yokuthi like akafane nami okanye abe more of mina like ukuthi angene labe becabanga ukuthi ngeke angene khona. Like mina ngicabanga mina into engayisho kungabikho umuntu ozokutshela man ukuthi like wena ngeke usikhulume isilungu wena ngeke ukwenza ukuthi for example mina mangikhula ngoba ngisho ngiphuma emakhaya ngazohlala Alexandra mina ngikhule ngazi ukuthi mawukhuluma isilungu weak. So mina I wanted to be the strongest boy ever. So kushuthi isilungu bengingasithinti nje totally. Yabo. So ngathi mangena kulezi zinto ngasafara kakhulu. Even namanje mina ngisasafara from ukukhuluma isilungu but mangiperforma ngiyasikhuluma ukuze behleke. So ngasho ukuthi kumuntu osafuna ukwenza lezi zinto ungamameli omunye umuntu man. Noma ungakhuluma ini lento ofuna ukuyenza just do it.
Oh, powerful, man. Powerful. Very profound words from you right there. So now, man, let's talk, man. What are you working on? Yini into abantu kumele ba expect from going on?
Yeah, yabona ke abantu kumele ba expect izinto eziningi kakhulu ke but there is a big show esiyenzayo this year.
Yeah.
Inge 28 November. Le show le cause thina igama lethu it's Red Race comedy show.
Yeah.
Ama comedy show which is wenzayo Red Race like as in ikundwane. Amaroto. Red Race comedy show. It's me and Umfazi Omhlophe.
Yeah.
So yenzakala 721 Pretoria Main Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, eWynberg. So amathikiti atholakala ehowler.com. Ithikithi njengamanje kusase 200 from October ke liba yi250 then egate 300.
Yeah.
Unless if October izofika sasekhona cause abantu they are promising yabo.
Yeah.
But okunye ke esibhizi ngakho njengamanje ngisho ngithi sibhizi kakhulu ngabantu abasiqasha via i-content yethu because abantu like they are starting to book there and there yabo. Yeah, but umuntu ke ufuna ukungibooka futhi naye ucabanga ukuthi mhlambe mina ngeze intweni zakhe angangithinta nje ku WhatsApp kahle nje ngamhlobo.
Please, I was about to ask vele ukuthi abantu bakuthola phi if they want to book you and contact you.
Ngifake le yabahle or le yababi zonke. All right. Ngiqale angisho ngiqale ngayiphi ngoba bazozikhethela. 072
Not just safe.
He did, my bruh. He definitely did.
072 847 40. Yeah. 072 847 40.
Yeah.
Hebana. 33. Yeah. 072 847 4033. Yes. Then kuzoba nale enye le.
Yeah.
Yeah, kuzoba nale enye lethi 069 531 0165. Angazi uhleka mangithi abantu abahle noma ababi. Yeah. Like bakhona abantu ababi bafika.
No, bengifuna ukubuza ukuthi usho ukuthi number right le.
Yeah, number right.
Bakhona abantu ababi.
Yeah, but like obvious like now yes. Phela masingathatha isipili sizibuke la. Khona ozoyiconfirma phakathi kwethu lento lengisho. Ana kanjani bafethu? Phela nomuntu omuhle wena sisiwami ungakhala akusiyo ukuthi like umuntu omuhle ingoba uhlakaniphila naye udaliwe enjalo ilakhi yakhe. Wena kwaba ibhadi nje. But ezulwini mhlawumbe uzoba muhle. Ngithiwa siyashintsha masifuna. Yeah, so
Yo, man, it was nice hanging out with you, man. JP Wenkani right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Any message for abantu abase Alexandra, man? What message do you have for them, you know?
Yo, bra, abantu base Alexandra phela abantu ababaleke kakhulu empilweni yami yabo. Yeah, cause kwenzeke okuningi lapha, but into engayisho especially kwi youth man yase Alexandra. Ngayicela man, yabo. Ngayicela like seriously, ngayicela ukuthi asisithatheni serious. And kuze sokwazi ukushintsha isimo sempilo yethu asisupportaneni thina sisodwa si youth. Ngiyababona abantu abadala bo cause into enginothise kakhulu ngaAlexandra abantu abadala basuka somewhere. Thina youth sizalelwe lapha thina abanye sikhulela lapha so indawo yethu le ngicabanga ukuthi masingasupportana thina sodwa kuningi esingakushintsha ngeimpilo zethu. Yeah.
Very interesting, man. Thank you so much for taking your time to come here, La Vooka Breakfast Show, man. We wish you the best with everything that's coming up in line, and we hope that on November people come in numbers and they buy those tickets.
Nina, you don't hope. Say we are coming there. How can you hope? I've came here, Mos.
Definitely, man. We are coming in numbers, and we are also going to encourage Abanya Bantu,
please,
with this platform to come to your show right there, guys. Yes, sir. That was JP Wenkani right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Let us take a short break, and then when we come back, man, we're going to be continuing with our daily dose of positivity, accompanied by that energetic start to your door. So please do not go anywhere.
Hey family.
Hi, my name is Tisiga Mazibugo Shabalala.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
My name is Musi Miss.
My name is Ketu Mgunyo.
On the Vooka
Breakfast Show.
Every weekdays from 7 a.m.
to 10 a.m.
This is where we are going to have our topical discussion featuring various experts from different fields.
We're going to take care of you and it's going to be amazing, man. Right now I'm on the set of the Vooka Breakfast Show brought to you by the Blink-On Network.
Do not forget to subscribe.
That's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms.
Vooka.
See you there.
Well, yeah, shopping blossom and yes. Wow.
Serving the perfect and quality food. You know, we don't compromise when it comes to quality, and that's what makes us stand out. And you know how we prepare and the presentation of our food.
The Youth Business Launchpad by Protea Glenmore in partnership with Iatile Events and the Vooka Breakfast Show, man. This Youth Month, all cooks, vendors, chefs, and food business owners are invited to showcase their product offerings on the 28th of June at the Market Day in Protea Glenmore. All we need you to do is to come out in numbers and have the experience of what is going to be taking place right here at Protea Glen. We know that is Youth Month, and we have a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs on the block that are coming up. It is an opportunity for you guys to come in and also showcase what you have. And also, if you love food, just to explore what other people are doing out there, this is a good opportunity for you. So let us go back and look into what is going to be happening. If you make quarters, African cuisines, non-alcoholic beverages, snacks, packaged food like acha, biltong, plates, desserts, frozen foods, this event is definitely for you. We know that there are people who specialize in making that decorated acha, you know, bringing in the spices, the sauces inside of it, man. Also beverages, man. We have seen a lot of entrepreneurs coming up with newly branded beverages that they have made for themselves. So we are calling them to come on this day. So there will be workshops on how to take your business to the next level, mentor and meaty pairing, and online courses from the Vooka Academy, and much more. We know that when it comes to being informative and getting the information that you need for your business is what you need. I mean, we know that starting a business is not an easy thing that you can do as an individual or as a team. So this is an opportunity for you to come there and learn, because Vooka Academy has so much in store for you, man. Right? So propel your food business forward by learning from industry experts. On the day, there are going to be people who have been in the game or in the industry for such a long time, who can't wait to share their journey, their experience, and their advices on how you can run a successful business and become as big and successful as they are. So definitely come there in numbers. So as you can see right there, the media launch taking place on June 16, Monday at Protea Glenmore. Register today on the website you see on your screen and fill out the form and join us on the day. Come on the day on the 28th. So on the 16th is when they are launching their media. The media launching is going to be taking place on the 16th. And then on the 28th, that is when we're going to be having foodies, aboma fobela. If you love food, different kinds of food, quarters that will be sold at the event, do make sure that you get yourself there on the 28th of June this month. So you've got the whole month to prepare yourself, and don't eat things that will fill your stomach on that day. Maybe you can start fasting, because that day will be filled with awesome, great ingredients that you have never seen in your life. You're about to see the creativity of what people do with their food. And also, you don't have to miss out, because every day we are streaming from 7 a.m. up until 10 a.m. And during those days, we've got something for you, which some of the people who will be there selling their food will be coming right here in the studio to sit down with us on what to expect, right? So you don't want to miss this beautiful event that is going to be taking place right there at Protea Glenmore. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready. Yeah, my stomach is ready. Do not worry, guys. I'll definitely be bringing in a hungry stomach.
Yes. Hey man, you're still with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Your energetic starter to your day, man, accompanied by that daily dose of positivity. And speaking of that daily dose, man, we were just in conversation with JP Wenkani, stand-up comedian, man. It was really nice to have him just to share much about his journey of being a comedian. And he does a lot of things, again, when it comes to being in the industry itself. You know, he's also into acting. He is a rapper, you know, he is also doing presenting. You know, he is a man of so many calibers. He was just with us. If you've missed that episode, we will chop it for you just to enjoy it at the comfort of your own home later, because I know a lot of people right now, they are at school, they're at work. So don't worry, man, we've got you covered when it comes to the recap that we've just had, you know, right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So stay with us, man, by using the hashtag of Vooka Breakfast Show. And if you want to call us in or send us your voice note, the number to dial 060-493-3226. 060-493-3226. That is the number that you need to dial so that we can speak, man, because there are a lot of things that we just need to address right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. As we were in conversation with him, speaking about the skills, you know, that one needs to acquire, one needs to learn, because with his comedic, you know, as a comedian, you know, he does things. He's like, you know what, I just found something that, you know, I think it would make perfect sense for me. And that's exactly what he did. He just got to the stage, and he is now a stand-up comedian, getting booked, and which is a good thing for him. I know that a lot of people, man, they struggle with getting bookings. I don't know why is that. Do you have any idea why people struggle with getting bookings, man?
I don't want to lie and say I actually do know, because even me, myself, and I do struggle to get like your MC bookings. For me, it's a lot. Waitress bookings, background actress bookings, MC, singing, poetry. It's a lot. I don't want to lie. And it's not that bookings are not really out there. Yeah. It's just that unfortunately within our own creative space, people don't people turn to get oftenly a lot recycled, and which doesn't open up a whole lot of space for like fresh new talent or people that haven't really been seen by the world itself. Yeah. So they're literally gatekeepers in the industry. That's our problem.
Yeah, some of the things that, you know, people need to express so that we can know, man, how we can solve this situation of people not getting booked. Because I remember when it comes to all unemployment issues in South Africa, one of the things that DJ Zinhle was speaking about in her company is that young people are unemployable, right? Is you having the education for doing that, but your character, it speaks a lot. You are unemployable. So I think when you have these conversations and have experts right here in the show to tell us how to position yourself to become someone who is employable, it will really help, because we have a lot of people, a lot of artists, they do come here in the studio. They tell us that, yes, I'm still working on it, but now getting booked, it's a problem. And also we know that social media plays a very huge role in our lives in terms of brand positioning. Position yourself so that people can see you. The more they see you, the more they're going to be interested in you, and they will book you. That's how, you know, some of the social media influencers, you know, put some of the information right there on their bio to say booking details, you know, if you want, you know, inquiries, this is the email that you should, you know, send your inquiries to. But a very, very thoughtful conversation that we just had with him. If you had anything you want to share from that conversation, something that you want to share, because he also mentioned something that always stuck with me the day I was exposed to Trevor Noah. That guy will do a whole 2-hour, 1-hour show without saying a swearing word, man. That's
and it takes a lot,
man. It's difficult. It takes a lot. Pella, we are trying to make people laugh here. And every time when we joke around, we always joke around with those swear words, man. You know, we say those, you know, swear words so that people can laugh around us. Because, yes, man, that swear word, it's rare and not everyone is using it from day to day. So when you say it, it sounds funny, and then people, you know, get the jinx of using it each and every day. So now one would ask, man, how does one get to a scale of, you know, performing a whole 1 hour or 30-minute show in front of a crowd without saying a swearing word? trust me, that is one of the skills that, hey man, it will take time and serious resources to practice, because now you always need to watch other people's craft to know how it's done. Right, but it was very, very, very informative on how he shared to say, you know what, man, it's in me, and I don't believe in swearing. Right, we grew up, we were taught discipline, kulele makaya phela, you know, and I heard you calling him umalusi, you know, so he told us about being umalusi, you know, right there in Makaya, grew up in KwaZulu-Natal. We know that a lot of young, you know, Zulu guys, they grew up there with some of the principles, man, drawn from their great-grandfathers, man, you know, people who have been there for such a long time. So that was an interesting conversation. Talk to us, man, right there on YouTube by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. And then before, man, we went into the interview, Hector came through with some comments right there on YouTube saying we must get the councillor of Dobsonville in studio so we can ask her, does she know what's happening with electricity in around about other extensions except extension 3. She's never in the office. Councillor, we need to have a conversation, because now abahlali, they're complaining about the service delivery. They're complaining about not having electricity. Electricity is a basic need, yes. You know, we understand that. But now if it just switch off, you know, blackouts without any explanation, it becomes a problem. Right,
especially if it has happened for more than one day or more than the normal norm of the power cuts, then it becomes a problem. And especially if you as a councillor does not address the issue, it has a lot to say about you and how you actually treat the community that you live with. Because it's the same as the councillor that we have where I live with. Many people are complaining because the power cuts, for example, Zone 6 didn't have electricity and it's part of Ward 42, and the councillor was also MIA, nowhere to be seen. Councillors, present yourselves.
Come on, man. Councillors, you know, come up and show up for the people, man. It's winter time, and we know that some of the households, they have, you know, old people. You know, we have people who live with their grannies, so it is important for the house, you know, to be always warm at all times, right? So, just to respond to Hector right there, just by looking at the announcement, there are no any announcements from Eskom. The last announcement that was made from Eskom, it was 4 days ago, saying power system stable but constrained. Eskom to add 2,550 megawatts ahead of a cold week. Right. So right now, yes, maybe it's a conversation of the power being constrained right now. So you should also be, you know, aware of that happening, because we know, we have seen the patterns, especially from where we are. I think me and Hector, we are almost in the same section. So in the past 2 days, we've seen a pattern whereby electricity, the blackout happens at 5, and we know that at 5 a lot of people are coming back from work and they start to cook, and others, they switch on those heaters. Not only a heater, my friend, underground heater, baba. The house starting to say that one, when it switch off, when it switches on, you will, you know what, you will know that an underground heater is on. But guys, please, man, let us use electricity efficiently. Let us not waste electricity. You know, if you have to use some of the appliances, use them once. If you want to use the kettle, use the kettle. Switch off the stove, use the kettle, because the kettle doesn't take, you know, 10 minutes, you know, to get your water warm, you know, or hot. So switch off things, man. You know, maybe geyser, because one of the tips that you can use with the geyser is when you sleep, switch it on, and then when you wake up, switch it off. Because you're going to work and then the geyser is on. No one is using it for the rest of the day. So let us, you know, practice switching on and off things, because it's cold, guys. It's not only just cold, it's very cold. I know people are trying to stay warm where they are. So yeah, we're gonna bring you those updates. So keep up with us, man, on our social media platforms. Maybe we're going to post something on what happened. Maybe a transformer bent somewhere, and a notification will be sent on the socials. We will share it with you so that you can keep informed. And then Takalani, Hector comes back and saying, hashtag word of the day. We quarrelers about the electricity each and every day, man. Very impressive. Very impressive, man, because now, people are always complaining, man. It's a complaint after complaint after complaint after complaint that, hey, yo, there is no electricity in my place. And, of course, man, I want to do something about this matter. But, man, we don't focus on bad things that bring our mood down. We are the Vooka Breakfast Show, bringing you that, energetic moment that you need right now. If you are listening or watching, man, talk to us, man, right there on our social media platforms. We are speaking about the skills that we want to improve. I mentioned that there are a lot of skills that I want to work on. There are a lot of skills, that I want to start from the ground. So if you happen to, know any skills that you want to start from the ground, please share them with us. But now, when we started the show, Steven and Banele were speaking about this Father's Day that we are heading towards, right? And of course, man, we have to look into what is going on in South Africa regarding the fathers. And we have seen on social media, man, that fathers are absent in their kids' lives. And how do we celebrate fathers who are absent, right? Are we celebrating the day as a whole, celebrating what fatherhood means, or we are celebrating present fathers? Something that we want to know so that we get clarity to say, okay, if you're going to gift someone who you call a father, what are you gifting them and why are you gifting them that? The definition of what fatherhood means. When you hear fatherhood, what comes to your mind? What is it that you think about when you hear fatherhood?
I don't particularly have any fatherly relationship, so it doesn't mean anything to me at this moment. And unfortunately for my son, his dad is not being denied access to see him, but he's just not taking up the opportunity that he has. It's not all females that say, no, you can't see the kid. For example, my dad's father is somebody that hasn't been able to even literally pay maintenance for the longest time, but I always text him and encourage him, like, bruh, this is your kid. Call your kid, talk to him so he knows your voice, and then so he sees you. When are you making time to see him? And he's never made any time to actually see our son. And unfortunately, that's something that I won't force on him. But one thing I did tell my baby dad is that do not blame me if when I get somebody that God and my ancestors decide to bless me with. And this person learns to love me and your son with unwavering love. And your son ends up calling him dad. You will be the one that will tell him why he is calling another man dad while you are in the picture. Yeah, man.
I think this calls for fathers to step up, man, in this moment. So please, I think we will all encourage, if you know anyone, man, who is scared to go and see their child, I mean, it takes, it doesn't even take you, I don't know how much, just to talk to your kid, talk to your daughter, talk to your, to your son, just to show up, because we know that we all need that presence, both mother and father presence in our lives. But now let's look into what the stats are saying right now, because, they just boldly highlighted that 60%. So South Africa has among the highest prevalence of absent fathers in Africa, with over 60% of children having absent fathers, including those who have died. The country's history of slavery, colonialism, apartheid, forced migration, and the migrant labor system took fathers away from their families, disrupted culture, traditions, and South African families. More than 40% of South African mothers are single parents. Now, of course, there are always those underlying issues and underlying ways of explaining why South Africa has the most, highest percentage of, absent fathers. Now, we see that there are disrupted, cultures and tradition, and also the system taking away, from their family. Sometimes you see someone, their father has been away for a long time, and they said they're going to look for a job so that you can have a better life, So it's things like that that we still, as a country, as human beings, we are trying to fix. But I think we don't have to take away that each and every parent needs to be celebrated. Right, each and every parent with the efforts that they make, to their kids. We know that parents are not perfect human beings. One of the things that we were taught is, guys, parents are also human beings. They make mistakes, right? Don't treat them like super, human. But I blame parents though. Sometimes, you show off in front of your kid and you say what, my son, I am your Superman. And the child will grow up, man, thinking that my dad is a Superman. Hey, man. Then you end up, then life happens. Life lifes you, man. Right? But it's some of the things that you want to hear, man. Your stories of not having a father. Your stories of having a father. How is it like having a father? Because we are celebrating Father's Day, right? So it's some of the conversation that we're going to be going through throughout the week. Just highlighting and spotlighting some of the dads that have made great impact in their child's lives. Someone is shining out there because their dad was always there to tell them that, you know what, my child, you are shining. And continue to shine, right? So when it comes to that, as South Africa, we have a lot of problems to deal with. Firstly is the economy. And we've seen people being retrenched. And some of those people are parents, man. They're fathers to their kids, and now dad can no longer support. And the mom is like, you know what, since you cannot support my child, a girl child, a lot of parents, they do need help. They do need a lot of guidance, man, in terms of what they're going through in their lives. No one is perfect. It's something that we always need to embrace. That's why as Vooka Nation, we are dedicated into bringing information and talking about things that are going through in our lives so that we can change them and make them positive. Let us celebrate each and every moment of what's taking place in our lives. That's why we are Vooka Nation. That's why we are here for you each and every day, weekday, 7 a.m. up until 10 a.m. The reason we chose this time is because when you wake up, your mind is still fresh. We don't want you about 4 o'clock, you drunk now, you've been dumped. I'm not saying in the morning you don't get dumped, but yeah, in the morning you are fresh, waking up, you just did your coffee, bathed, just, had your word of the day, that inspiration. We just add that, we're adding that warmth to you so that your day ahead will be looking very nicely, man. So it is with much appreciation, man, to have these kind of things happening right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And yeah, man, not to forget that we're still celebrating Mam Tembi. Once again, Mam Tembi, you are special to us in most and many ways. Once again, a happy birthday to you. And this picture, we're just going to pull it up just to celebrate your day with you and wish you all the best. And as Vooka Nation, yeah, it's what we have for you, this beautiful message. And we're going to be celebrating you throughout the week. Because, yes, you became one of the important members right there on our YouTube subscription, which ends you a platinum Vooka Nation member. Woo! Come on, man. I think it's people like you who are true leaders, who are true heroes in our community, showing people that, you lead by your actions. So I know that a lot of people will follow her action and subscribe. Thank you to TK. Thank you to Zinzi. Thank you to Stumza. Thank you to everyone. And we encourage everyone to come and subscribe right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show so that we can get exclusive content, man. A lot of things that we speak about, a lot of people that we invite in our shows. And some of the conversations are the conversations that you do not want to miss right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. 3 minutes till we hit 10 o'clock, man. Until we say bye-bye and see you tomorrow. Any last words, Afriberry, man?
So my last words is that no matter how hard life may seem, keeping a smile on your face and making sure that you always strive to be the best person ever is one of the greatest things. Yeah. And for me, Afriberry, also known as Miss Berry Blaze. But to the darker the berry, the sweeter than tuntun. Imnandi mam nyama mam hlopile tekatekan but maraloka famana me weta ikoma kahle. Isong anamane.
Wonderful, man. That's what we bring you right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And of course, man, a happy 80th episode to us. 20 to go until we hit 100 and celebrate that. You know what? It's been a journey. We've been doing this for such or for quite some time right now. And I know that we are going to be celebrating with some of you. It's not our ATS, but it's ours, including you. You have been here, throughout this journey. And the journey does not stop, man. It will continue until whether we hit 1 million episodes, 1,000 episodes. We just wish you that you guys stay with us. But from me, Moketi Maiman, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature. Generator. But now we don't have electricity, guys. I'm struggling. I'm struggling, guys. This thing, it puts me under pressure. I'm struggling. But yeah, man, have a nice day ahead of you. Stay positive. Take care of yourself. Stay warm. It's cold. We will see you tomorrow morning right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show.